Clear Shots.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Clear Shots. My name's Seth. This is my buddy Jake. Doing his little crack-a-lackin' thing that he usually does. If you want to support the show, head over to W.G. You can use the promo code Clear Shots. It's all one word. It gets you 10% off your entire order. Do that. It helps us out. With that being said, Jake's got a guest to introduce to you.
Hello, I'm Jake, and today joining us on the show is my very good friend, Nathaniel. Welcome to the show, brother. It's been a long time coming. It was actually funny. I was telling Seth when you went upstairs earlier, I was like, yeah, I've known Nathaniel for a long time. We played tennis together in high school. We grew up together. And I go, and it was so funny because I was on my way back to work from lunch the other day, and we literally ran into each other. And you were like, oh, man, I still want to get on Clear Shots. And I was like, okay. And I literally texted Seth like before I crossed the street. And I was like, hey, I got a guest for Sunday. And then here we are. So it's perfect. Thank you for coming.
It was a cosmic coincidence, you could say.
Genuinely, yeah.
It all worked out in the end.
Absolutely. And I'm glad to be here. Definitely been watching Clear Shots for a little bit, getting a sense of what you guys do. And I really love the vibe that you guys put out.
No, I think you fit in perfectly. It's awesome. Luckily, we're not recording before when we were having conversations earlier. I want to keep that same vibe, and I think we're gonna do pretty fine. But,
I don't know about the same vibe, but like
it's gonna be.
We'll just
different.
leave out a few of the details.
Subject
Let's
matter.
bring it down like to 9 instead of 10.
We won't talk about all the felons we know. Just do a tier list of all known felons.
Yeah.
I know who I'd put at number 1, though.
Yeah. We'll leave the coat hanger out of it. And all
Yeah. No more escalator talk.
No.
But yeah. So yeah, what's up, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. It's been a crazy past few months. I think for me, earlier in the year, it was a little hairy, but now I'm kind of settled into my groove and things are looking good. I guess I could say this on air, but I just got accepted into William Esper's studio in New York City.
No shit.
Yeah, man. So I'm going to be studying there for the summer and planning to make the full move down to NYC.
That's wicked awesome.
Yes,
I'm super stoked for you and extremely jealous because NYC, I was like, I don't think I've talked about it on the show really, but I was like in a manic episode. I was like this close to accepting a night shift ER job in Queens.
Shit.
Luckily, the episode ended before I hit apply now. But the best part is like once or twice a week, I still get text messages from hospitals in New York that are like, "Hey, you still a phlebotomist?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a welder now. Sorry, you're not."
It's quite the shift in occupation.
Yeah, I was like, I like a lot better when the things I'm working on don't scream at me.
Well, that's the thing,
that's
man.
awesome, dude. For real.
Yeah, man, and it's just, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but, something always came up, financially speaking, and there's still a few things that I'm not entirely certain on, but the one thing that I am certain about, well, actually, maybe not, because these theaters are going to fucking sell out of these tickets, but I will be in the city when the Odyssey comes out, so I might be able to see that in IMAX 70mm. Fingers crossed.
That'll be the move.
Yeah.
That will be.
That'll be awesome.
The old, I don't even remember the last time I was at IMAX, dude.
I do.
Oh, really?
It was
Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the only appropriate response to that.
Yes.
That was it for me. We talked about Rise of Skywalker last episode.
You know what it was?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No.
I'd rather talk about my mom.
One thing I will say about Rise of Skywalker, I don't know why it always is this case, but like whenever I'm hanging out with my friends, for some reason that fucking movie comes up and we're like, why is this always a topic of conversation?
Every time. And
something about it. Dude.
My favorite thing too is like when it comes to the Disney trilogy, it's either the trilogy died with The Last Jedi or the trilogy died with Rise of Skywalker, and the two teams hate each other. It's like when you find out that there's people that wipe on the toilet while they're sitting instead of standing, and it's like the other team can't believe that
I actually don't know how they do that, to be honest with you.
Wipe while you're sitting?
Yeah, like what do you reach down in between, or like how do they do that?
The wipe while
up
you're
a
sitting
little bit.
people are the Last Jedi people to me, because I love The Last Jedi. For whatever reason. I think I only loved it because of Rise of Skywalker, though.
Wow. It's interesting because I feel like Rise of Skywalker retroactively affected the way I view The Last Jedi. But I also realize in time all the flaws that came with it. And I like that movie. But I don't know. I still love The Force Awakens. I fuck with that film. That was actually the movie that got me into movies. Because,
no shit.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I was like a big Star Wars fan. I had all the toys and shit, still do. And that's only grown in time, obviously. So when Force Awakens was coming out, I didn't really have any interest in movies. And then I was like, oh shit, Star Wars is coming back. And then after that, I just like went down, this deep dive and just became like a massive cinephile after
That's
that.
awesome. Yeah, because you're one of the guys that like, because I keep up with like your Oscar picks. Whenever you see a new movie and you and your boys take a selfie and stuff, I'm always like, all right, well, if they're seeing this, it's got to be good. I am not a cinephile. I like to pretend that I am. The only movies I
That's
watch
the most fun thing to
is to pretend.
Is just to act like you know what you're talking about. And not only just movies, but just acting like you know what you're talking
well, that's
about.
the basis of our show, basically.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but yeah, fucking Star Wars is a weird one. You know, we talked about it with Cass for a little bit because Cass is a big Lord of the Rings guy. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I used to be that with Star Wars. That used to be my favorite thing. My dad and I would go and see all the films every time, go to the movie tavern. I was still drinking back then, so we'd pregame, drink at the theater, and
hell yeah, dude.
then just chill. And then I still remember like when we walked out of the Rise of Skywalker, it was silently out of the theater, silently to the truck, in the truck, pulling out. We were like halfway home before he finally was like, I just don't know what they're doing anymore. I was like, yeah, pretty much. It's no Lord of the Rings.
No.
Yeah, you told me that you kind of wanted to get a list of like some of our favorite movies. To see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you know what I didn't do?
A list.
I didn't do a list. I told you to do a list, and then I didn't do
I
a
threw it
list.
together at work today,
Oh, okay. He's ready.
but it's only a couple. It's like
I could do like a
handful.
Mount Rushmore. I can do like
Sure,
my
sure.
four faves off the top of my head.
That's probably good. Yeah. I mean, I probably could do all of them off the top of my head too. I just wrote them down to have them on the notes.
But I'm a big horror movie guy.
Okay.
So like, but I was trying to not put all horror films because it's like horror films and then mafia films are like my two big.
I always feel like
think.
horror films are hard to judge.
Yeah.
Because there's different types of scares in horror films and different types of horror films. Like there's like The Witch where it's like you're tense all the time, right? The whole movie's tense. But then there's also ones that are just jump scares. And then there's like Terrifier where it's like just a slasher. Mm-hmm. There's like sub-genres of horror movies.
Yeah. I would say just off the top of my head, it would probably like my top four would have to be in any order, be the original Alien, Ridley Scott, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh yeah.
And then The Godfather 1 and 2, which I include as one because I'm cheating. And then I don't know what the fourth one could be. I really don't.
We'll just say it's
whatever
Godfather
whatever
2,
the fourth one is. Yeah, Godfather 1 and then Godfather 2. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's like I try to think of like movies that I watch. Like there's a difference between like movies that I watch frequently and then movies that I adore and I love. Like I fell asleep last week.
Yeah, it's like Happy Gilmore isn't one of my favorite movies ever, but like I'll watch it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Because it's just something you like. That's one thing I do like about movies is like I've seen it a million times, so I don't have to pay attention to it. It's like a good background. I'm gonna go to bed type thing, or honestly, I fall asleep during the movie anyway most of the time. So.
Exact. Like my YouTube recommended me. They have free films on YouTube, which I think they've had for a long time, but now they send me the same two like every night, and it's Grave Encounters and Hell House LLC. And I think I've watched both of those movies back to back every night for like the past 3 weeks. They're not in my top fucking list. No chance. What about you?
Oh, do you want my like top four? Or
Yeah, let's do a quick Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore, real quick. My letterbox 4, in fact. Do you want me to start from 1 or 4?
Start from 4.
So 4 right now. If I rewatch The Dark Knight again, it could take that spot. But right now, I have Mike Nichols' The Graduate. At number 3, I have the OG West Side Story.
Okay.
Number 2, I have La La Land. So, a little bit of a musical guy here. And at number 1, I have It's a Wonderful Life, which I think is the greatest story ever put to film. And Godfather might be at 5. So we'll just throw that out there as well.
I feel very bad. Because I think I've seen It's a Wonderful Life, but my problem with It's a Wonderful Life is don't laugh. You're gonna laugh. I genuinely get it confused with Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh,
and they're
man.
not. They're completely different
Great
movies.
film, though. Great film.
Miracle on 34th Street is like a Christmas movie.
Yeah. One has Santa Claus in it, and the other one, the guy's trying to commit suicide. So, you know, like we said, holiday season, the suicide rates are up.
Yeah, he didn't know what to do with his leftovers. What about you, Seth? I know I can guess I know what your number one is.
Yeah. You probably do know my number one. Should I go from 4?
Yeah, go from 4.
All right. I would say, oh man, now I got to rank them. Okay, hold on. I'm going to say 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's in my top 20.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go with Interstellar.
Okay,
So
that's
like
what I thought your
space-
number one was.
space
I thought your number
fantasy
one was Interstellar.
And then I would say The Prestige is a really
Oh,
good movie.
I'm going to watch that again in a few weeks. Great film.
Yeah, like that was right. Like Nolan was on a roll at that point. That was like after Dark Knight, I think.
It was right
It's
before.
right before.
So it was
Yeah.
like, that
06,
era,
08.
dude. He was like
Yeah.
locked in. And I would say 1 is A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, I fucking
Damn.
love that movie. Now that one sometimes is controversial because people like don't understand. It's kind of weird.
They don't get it.
Oh, it's fucking bizarre,
People
don't
man.
get
But
it.
it is so amazing. And just
Yeah.
that opening shot of them in the Corova milk bar. That
Dude, the score is just awesome. Like,
oh, yeah.
I didn't. If I looked at it and I was like, man, like if I just saw like an overview of it or even like a trailer for it, I'd be like, I don't think I'm gonna like this shit. But I sat and watched it and like I was just like I was completely locked in the entire movie. And I didn't even get most of it the first time I watched it. I was like, that was awesome. I need to watch it again. So I don't know, dude. It's just like it always stuck with me. And at one point I was just like pretty much quoting the entire movie. The only other movie I could do that with, I think was still The Master of Disguise I could do that with. But also Heavyweights was a movie that I could quote because I watched it so much when I was a kid.
I think my number 4, if I can include Godfather 1 and 2 as one film, my number 4 might be Tombstone.
I need to see that. I really want to see Tombstone.
Well, I need to see your top 4 because I just should sit down and rewatch them because I don't think I saw La La Land. La La Land won the Oscar.
It won Best Director for Damien Chazelle. It won Best Actress for Emma Stone. It was weird. It won more than that, obviously, in like the tech categories. But the big, mix-up was they had thought it won Best Picture because the fucking dumbass handing out the envelopes gave them Best Actress, but it was actually Moonlight, and it was like the biggest snafu of all time. But yeah, like this was very interesting because this was the one movie. This was the year I was like getting into films, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I can't wait to see this movie. And I went and I saw it in theaters 3 times. I saw it on the senior trip in Orlando after it lost Best Picture. I'm like, oh, you guys gotta, come along. And so quickly it became one of my favorite movies. And I think more than any other movie besides It's a Wonderful Life, I think that this reflects my life in a very particular way. I won't elaborate too much on that, but it really just speaks to me like no other. And it's just the filmmaking is astounding. It's magical to watch. It's like this is why I go to the movies, man.
They spent $30 million and made 504.
That shit
Yeah, it
rules.
was a huge box office hit, man. Like when I saw it, like I think it was like after Christmas. It was the first movie I ever saw at Destiny, actually, and the whole theater was like packed. And you don't really see that often, especially for musicals nowadays. They've been, Wicked was pretty big, but it was like such an amazing experience in seeing it in the theaters with all those people.
Yeah. I was never into musicals. I think the only one I really liked was Sweeney Todd. I thought that was written really well.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I thought like the composition was really good.
This is gonna sound really silly, but like
And the plot is super cool. It's a fucking barber that's like getting revenge. And then he's like cutting people's throats and turning them into pies. And shit. That's awesome.
What was he? He was like ostracized from his community, exiled or something.
Well, it depends on what you're going by because there's an original Sweeney Todd story, and then what they did was they made it. He was like a piece of shit in the original one. He's still a piece of shit, but they tried to give him like a reason for you to be somewhat
sympathetic.
Yeah, with the character. So they had like a judge that stole his wife and kid or something like that, and he's like trying to get revenge. It all takes place in London. It's pretty. The like art style is so cool, and like everything about that movie I thought was awesome. And I usually don't like musicals. Like when I was a teenager, everybody was into like Nightmare Before Christmas and all that.
I love that one.
And I like watched it, and I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Wow, it's interesting since both Tim Burton was involved in both of those. But yeah, man, that movie is really good. Sweeney Todd. Crazy to think Johnny Depp got a Best Actor nomination at the Oscars.
Well, that was what I liked about it too. Was he also sang in the movie? Like he was good. Yeah. I like Johnny Depp though. I also like Secret Window and like some of the movies. He's just good.
I liked him a lot. I think the movie got a lot of hype and then died down like immediately. But like Black Mass is one of the few films that I saw multiple times in theaters.
I didn't get to see that one.
Where it's just a story of he plays Whitey Bulger. But I just thought it was awesome because I went there the first time I saw it. I was stoned out of my mind, and every like 30 minutes I was like, oh yeah, that's fucking Johnny Depp, because it doesn't look like him at all.
No, it was definitely. I remember it. Oh, go ahead.
It looks like John Depp.
Yeah.
John Depp. I like the one time he punched the cabinet. Anyway.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking of like more movies, and I'm really cynical when it comes to things, and a lot of people don't like to get me going about stuff because I end up being mean.
Yeah, you just hate it. You just like
I usually hate most, like even like it's a total. This was the only other topic I had.
Are you going to do your Resident Evil thing?
I played Resident Evil Requiem last Saturday.
Okay.
Finished it front to back. I don't know if you're familiar with the games.
I haven't played Resident Evil really, but I do think I bought one of the games when the Wii U eShop was going out of style. Yeah. I was like, I'll buy this. It's like $10, but I've never played it.
They're fun. They're my favorite. There's only like two things that I absolutely cherish in the world, and it's Pink Floyd and Resident Evil. And what I said in one of the last episodes was like, so my grandfather passed away in February, and Resident Evil came out a couple weeks after that. I had more people reach out to me about how I felt about Resident Evil 9 than I had people offering their condolences over my grandfather passing away. Like, that's how much people in my life knew I loved Resident Evil, and everybody knew I loved my grandfather. Yeah. Right? So I finally played it and finished it last Saturday. And all I have to say is that I demand a written apology from every single person that told me it's the best Resident Evil game they ever played, and I also demand $3 each from every single one of those people. It was the worst 8 out of 10 game I've ever played in my life. I'm gonna elaborate later, but I want to keep talking movies because I'm thinking movies now.
Is 5 the best one
for Resident Evil?
Yeah.
No.
Really? 5 was like the
5 was cool.
Yeah, 5 was like the big talk when that came out.
So you got like different brackets of fans, right? You're gonna have a lot of people that say 4 or 4 remake are the best. I disagree. They're probably the best games, like game wise, in the franchise. They're not my favorite Resident Evils. I'm a purist. Give me the original trilogy or the original remake of the first game, and maybe the remake of 2. And then Biohazard 7, RE7 was also incredible. But I can't keep going because I'm just going to start saying shit. And then the TikTok audience is going to start calling me slurs. They're going to call me probably. I don't look at the comments anymore.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. They're going to call me everything but a white man. And, but Resident Evil 9 was just the first half of the game. So you ever see From Dusk Till Dawn?
You know, believe it or not, I haven't, but I know the concept.
Yeah. I wish I knew the concept going in. I was told From Dusk Till Dawn is a crime drama where Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney are on the run and they're trying to escape over the Mexican border. That's the first half of the film. The second half of the film, they're hanging out at a saloon in Mexico, and it turns into a vampire action film.
It completely changes. I actually did see that movie, which is weird because I don't watch a lot of movies, but I was like, what happened?
I was livid. I was furious. It was one of the Berlin brothers told me to watch Dusk Till Dawn because
You could like take a piss break and come back and
you
think
have
people are watching a different movie.
Yes, literally. It's that drastic. A complete 180. That's Resident Evil Requiem to me. The first half of the game is super atmospheric, puzzle solving. You're actually trying to hide from the monsters instead of fighting all of them. And then it hits this point where you switch and you play as a different character, and it just becomes like a action beat 'em up hack and slash shooter game. And then apparently most people preferred the second half, and I'm weird for preferring the first half.
Yeah, I think they actually did.
And I put a thing on Facebook, basically verbatim what I just said about how everybody owes me $3. And I had
Did you get payments?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
But I had so many people that were like, well, you just hate that character. And I go, I do. So yeah, take my bias and run it to the bank, cash a check with my bias. But I can't stand that shit. I hate and I obviously overdo the cynicism and the negativity when it comes to stuff to counterbalance the toxic positivity surrounding everything lately. But then it's funny too, because like the Alien franchise, like my favorite franchise ever. My favorite, the best Alien movie for me is the first one. It's on my Mount Rushmore for films. The one that I watch the most is Resurrection, which is the one everybody hates. That
I've never seen it because of that.
It's like you ever see Shaun of the Dead?
Oh yeah.
So like imagine if they did Shaun of the Dead with Alien on accident.
Yeah, I feel like we've said that before.
Yeah, I think I did. Resurrection is accidentally like one of the funniest movies ever made. It's the most 90s film I've ever seen in my life.
Was that the one after 3?
Yeah.
Which I also didn't see.
3 is good. 3 is good because it's got Charles Dance in it.
Oh, okay.
He plays like one of the main characters.
We have said
Yeah,
that before.
sure.
There's a clip of it.
I mean, he is consistent.
Wait, unfortunately,
this?
yeah. What did I say?
I mean, we own the footage.
Have you seen all the Alien movies or only the first 2?
I think I've seen them all. Well, I haven't seen the newest one.
I liked it a lot. Have you seen Alien Resurrection? That's the one with Ron Perlman. That's the best one. It's just, I was describing it to Dave the other day, and I was like, you've heard of Shaun of the Dead. Imagine if they made Shaun of the Dead with aliens on accident. That's exactly what that is. They like accidentally made one of the funniest sci-fi movies ever made.
Whoops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang it. And then there's Alien Resurrection with the cover and everything.
Yeah, and it's got Sigourney Weaver and then Winona Ryder, and it looks like they're both peeking around opposite corners, like spy versus spy. Have you seen? Yeah, funny, no, dude. Pretty much. Yeah, what that guy said.
Yeah. Who's he?
He needs to grow his beard out.
How long ago was that?
It said over a year.
Oh, okay.
If you hit the comment, 147.
It's from 147. Yeah,
that must have been a banked episode. It was under an hour. That was
over a year ago.
2024.
Wild.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, I'm just horror films I could go on. I could give you like a top. Actually, I do have a top 50. I have a spreadsheet of my top 50 horror films that I update every October. That regular films, I'm generic. Like I rewatched Titanic like a month or two ago for the first time in years. That movie's so fucking good. Like it really is so good.
This is my hot take. All right, I like Titanic, and I've only seen it once, so maybe I need to see it again. I'm not like a huge fan of it. I think it's very overrated. But the filmmaking is exceptional. I can't deny that.
That's the part that gets me, is where I'm like, because I try to look at it with the lens of the time. Nobody was making films like that. Just James Cameron style, like his style. I mean, Avatar is another thing. It's another thing. But like
that might be the movie that I saw in IMAX. The last one I saw in IMAX.
That's one of
Avatar.
Fire and Ash, or like the first one?
The first one.
Oh, damn. Wait, the re-release or when it came out?
When it came out, I think.
Damn.
Oh, shit. Wow.
We were babies. I think we were like 10, 12.
I still want to actually check out the game, but It's like it keeps going on sale.
Frontiers of Pandora. It's Far Cry. It's just Far Cry with avatars,
which is cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
The blue guys, dude.
Yeah, I just I wanted to do for Christmas this year. My aunt got me this list, and it's the top 100 movies from IMDb. And then it's like they're all blacked out with just text covering the name. And then when you watch it, you scratch it like a scratch off ticket, and then it shows the poster. It's supposed to be like this cool thing.
Oh, that is kind of sick. Actually.
Yeah, so like you can keep track of watching. I haven't watched. I probably think I watched The Matrix. I know The Matrix is on there.
The Godfather.
The Godfather's got to be on there. So what I should do is I should open it up and then just scratch off the movies that I know I've seen recently. But when it comes to like best picture winners, that's why I find all your posts and stuff so fascinating, because I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have the money to do that, but also like,
well, there's ways around that, you know, as I've learned.
But I want to get in and like start watching like films instead of explicitly like Westerns, crime dramas, and horror films, because that's like it for me.
Yeah, like the Rugrats movie, or like Pokemon. Or
I did rewatch the Mewtwo movie a while ago. I think we talked. I don't know if we talked about it on air or not. Yeah. And I forgot how fucking dark that film is.
Yeah.
That film is so dark. And like Mewtwo just murders like over 50 people and blows up a building in the intro.
That's so wild, dude.
Now that's one I haven't seen since I was a kid, and I'm like, I gotta rewatch it.
Still hits.
Yeah?
It still hits. Yeah.
Power Rangers, the first movie, dude, with Ivan Ooze, that one was crazy. That one went wild.
I don't remember any of that.
When did that come out?
I fucking
don't even know if we were alive.
Right. Yeah,
yeah, probably
that's probably
not.
true. Yeah, let's see. Oh, 95?
I was not alive. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie?
This would be the first one, yeah.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Wait, is it on Netflix? Or it's just saying it's on Netflix, and then you click on it, and then it says it's unavailable.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Yeah. It's exactly right.
It's probably just because they probably have had it on there at some point. 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's pretty good.
Is it? I mean, maybe for what it is, I guess. I don't know. But
It's not great.
I learned recently that Rotten Tomatoes isn't like an aggregate score. It's like just a recommended or not.
yeah. Well, it's like if you skew slightly positive, then it's going to be fresh. If you skew slightly negative, it's going to be rotten. So
They also do critic scores and then user scores.
Like Metacritic type shit.
Metacritic's probably the most reliable because you get a real sense of like what, people think of this movie. But yeah, I do want to say though, when it comes to the best picture winners real quick, I've seen all of them. And you don't have to see all. Like there's a few where, people don't really talk about them as much. Like, for instance, Robert Redford, rest in peace, the great Robert Redford, his Oscar-winning film, Ordinary People. Like, people are like, oh, Raging Bull should have won. And I don't disagree with that. But, like, Ordinary People is an amazing film. And then you, like go all the way back to the second Academy Awards, where you have the Broadway Melody, which is the absolute worst fucking movie I have ever had to sit down and watch.
Really?
It's not worse than like Birdemic or something. You know what I mean? But it's like, at least Birdemic is fun. It has like hanging out with my family. Got that nice needle drop in there. But it is like one of the most incompetent, dated pieces of fucking shit I have ever seen in my life. Okay, so for instance, this is just to give you the rundown of the plot, because I don't think anybody cares if I spoil this movie. So
this is Ordinary People?
No, this is Broadway Melody. I love Ordinary People. Amazing film.
Broadway Melody,
1929, I believe. It was like when they were transitioning into the sound era of film. So it was like they thought, oh, well, we have sound now, so we can just throw in all the shit that we want. And literally the first scene, it's like taking place in multiple rooms, and all the sound from all the rooms are taking place at once. And it's like, yeah, because that's a good idea. But on top of that, the story is about these two sisters who are in... you know what? I gotta take a sidebar for a sec. Why the fuck am I like reciting this movie in such like detail? Because I haven't seen this in like almost 10 years. This is how much I fucking hate this piece of shit. All right?
Yeah, it made an impact in some way.
It did. I guess in that regards, it gets some merit. But the thing is,
Academy Award.
Well, it didn't deserve that. Or else I wouldn't be talking about it. No, but the thing is about these sisters. They're in Broadway, and basically the story is like, oh, I like this guy. You like him too? Oh, how dare you? We're going to bitch about it the whole movie. And then they have a fucking stuttering uncle. And this is the craziest thing, because literally the movie, they think it's funny. They go in on like a close-up of him, like the most awkward close-up of all time, and just go him for like 10 seconds, and you're supposed to find that funny. And I'm like, holy fuck, it's
like I have
so
to see
bad.
this.
Yeah, we probably might have to watch
It's like
this
The
now.
Room, right? It's like
No,
you kind of have
no.
to fucking.
Is it
see
even worse than The Room?
No, The Room is amazing.
You're
I
correct.
have seen
You
The
are
Room.
correct.
I have seen The Room 11 times because I have a whole history with them. So you remember when The Disaster Artist was coming out, and they had like this competition where you had to recreate a scene from The Room? Mm-hmm. So we actually did that, me and my buddies. You probably remember Tanner Wengen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of spearheaded it, and we got all our peeps together, and we shot the, or it was at SUNY Oswego, recreated the football scene. And I played Tommy, and I had like the wig on and everything. We actually were runners up in the competition.
That's incredible.
So,
Yeah.
That's a good one to recreate because you don't have to like even really. There's not much effort involved.
no. Well, I mean, you do have to like find a good spot to like throw a football, but it was cool because, you know, being on a camp, you had to recreate it in public. So being on a campus, there was a bunch of people like in the video, like, what the fuck are they doing? And it just made it that much better, man.
Now, the one Best Picture winner that comes to mind when people bitch about it is Crash.
Oh yeah, it's not the worst. Well, obviously we know what the worst one is. It's not good though.
That was like 04. Yeah.
05, because it premiered in 04, but it came out in 05 because it's like the big one everyone talks about is Brokeback Mountain, which is a great film. But you watch this, it is like the most. Have you guys seen Crash?
No.
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 You don't need to.
Yeah, cool. See, I like having you around because like
Yeah,
you can tell me.
No, I will say this: Matt Dillon got nominated for that, and he is truly great in that. So I get that. But like, it is the most pretentious fucking movie I've ever seen. Where I'm like, and like literally the first like scene is like immediately right off the bat is Ludacris complaining about Sandra Bullock walking down the street, saying, "Oh, she's racially profiling us," and it's like. And it's like there's like no.
I like that.
Well, no, but it's like the way they
seems
do
fun.
it. It's like so on the nose, and it's like it's just like, okay, where did this come from? Like I don't have any idea. And so it's just the way it handles its politics. I don't think like some of the ideas are good, but the way they deliver it is just like, oh my goodness.
It's like, we get it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's worth talking about, but not in the way that you did it.
You know what a great like
Ludacris is wild, dude. How many
The
movies
cast
has
is
he
insane
been
to
in?
that movie. What's that?
he's been in
Has
a
he been
bunch
in a
of the
lot of
Fast and
movies?
Furious films.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, but those don't count, do they?
I love
maybe.
like one of my favorite
they
like I don't know if it's genre or subgenre or what you would call it, but I love like 90s disaster films like Twister.
Oh, I still need to see Twister.
You don't, but you should.
Right.
Like it is Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, the goat.
Before he was Philip Seymour Hoffman, and then Carrie Elwes from Princess Bride.
You know, it's funny. I never saw Twister, but I remember. This is a vague memory of my parents were watching it in the living room, and I was like a kid still, and I like went out there, and they were like, "No, you can't come out here. This is not for kids. This movie isn't for kids." And that like stuck with me. I thought it was like a bad movie or like a bad.
Like violent or
not
something?
allowed to- yeah, and it was always like a restricted access movie.
Really?
Which is funny because like you would think that you would want to watch it after that.
Right. But then
Sure.
you were
But
like,
I just
no.
never cared.
Maybe
Like,
they just wanted you out of the room or something.
I
Yeah.
remember going to Disney and there was the
There was a Twister.
there was a Twister
ride.
like, thing where they're just blowing air on you for no
Yeah.
reason.
So Twister is great because they have like 4 genuinely amazing actors and actresses, but the script is like one of the worst scripts of all time. And like there's a scene where, and I'm totally ripping this from Opie and Anthony because I listen to that like all day at work. There's a scene where they're explaining the different categories of Twisters to one of the girls. And they're like, oh, well, you know, there's category, like, what was that Twister we just saw? And was that a category 4? And they're like, no, that was a category 3. You know, a category 3, that'll dust up your neighborhood, you know. Category 4, or a cat 5, that'll, you know, twist some trees around and blow your windows out and could move a house or two. And she goes, is there a cat 5? And then literally Bill Paxton like drops his silverware. He's like in the middle of eating oatmeal. He drops his silverware.
And Brock Lesnar shows up.
And like they have like this musical sting and they go, what's a category 5? And they all look at each other all suspensefully. They look at her and they go, the finger of God. And then it's like a hard cut. Like,
dude, it always felt like they treated it like a monster movie.
Yes.
Like the tornado was the monster.
Yeah, the villain was the wind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then it's like the plot is so wild because it's like you have
Don't they just watch the why can't they just watch the news and be like, when's the tornado?
They're storm chasers, man. That's how they all
gotta
talk.
be on the scene.
They're like, dude,
so
there's literally a guy in the movie nicknamed The Extreme. And they go, why is his nickname The Extreme? And they look at each other and look at him and they're like, because he's the extreme, man.
Oh my
like
I like this. I like this movie.
There's a scene where
It's one of my favorite movies now.
the whole plot is like Bill Paxton and his crew invented this device that you can put into a tornado and it gives you more accurate data for a tornado. And then there's an evil crew of guys that you can tell that they're evil because instead of driving like an old pickup truck like Bill Paxton, they drive like a Cadillac Escalade with tinted windows. Okay. And then they ripped off the idea and they're like, we're going to be the first storm chasers to activate this device. And like, it's just the cool guys and the bad guys chasing tornadoes all movie trying to see who can deploy the device.
Dude, you know what's fun? The funniest thing about that?
It's so good.
I've seen the sequel, and they kind of do a very similar thing.
That makes me beyond happy. Like, yeah, the sequel is called Twisters.
Yes.
I didn't see the sequel.
It was fine.
The first one, I remember my dad is wild. Whenever there was like a tornado warning or a tornado watch growing up, he'd put Twister on the TV, like during storms and stuff. And it's terrifying because literally the intro scene is a family watching like The Shining or something else. No, they're not watching The Shining. The Shining is involved at a different point, but it's a family watching TV and a tornado comes and they all go in the storm shelter and the dad can't latch the basement door to the storm shelter and he gets sucked out of the shelter by a twister. And so like my dad's like, yeah, there's a tornado warning. Let's watch a movie where the dad dies in the first 30 seconds. Like,
he was teeing you up, yeah.
Yeah, but it was funny because like I could never finish it. It's like a 2-hour long movie. I was a little kid and a dad dies in the beginning. So I was always mortified. And then I remember finally like when I was like 9 or 10, like finally sitting down and actually watching it. And I was like, even as a kid, I was like, nothing fucking happens. Nothing happens. But like,
nothing like watching a natural disaster movie.
Well, it's like, what's another one? It's like Independence Day.
Oh,
it's like the original Independence Day is in that same bracket of like 90s disaster films.
Yeah.
Independence Day sucks, but it's awesome. It's fucking awesome. Like I love the the bombastic general. That's like whenever they're like, what do we do with the aliens? And he's like, let's drop a nuke on them. Let's blow the bastards up. And it's like, no.
You know, I love the gay panic moments between Will Smith and Harry Connick Jr.
Yes.
So don't you miss that in movies?
I kind of do, actually.
Yeah, I do need more of that.
Oh,
but
I miss comedy movies in general, though. You know what I mean? We need like real comedy movies.
There's some good ones out there.
What's like the latest one? There was one that actually I saw a trailer for that was coming out recently.
Comedy movies were ruined for me because Wedding Crashers is just too funny. Yeah. That like I end up comparing every comedy film to Wedding Crashers, and then I turn like the Jackass films. I think we talked about before. Like the Jackass films ruined me.
I was like Zack and Miri and like
the Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
What's the one where she puts the cum in her hair? There's something about Mary.
Oh, I need to see that again.
That one is phenomenal.
I
with Brett
started
Favre.
watching that as a kid, and like I was watching it with my mom, and we got the scene with Spank the monkey. She's like, "Okay, you're not going to watch this." And I was like, "Huh?" And so I never like have watched it since then. And I'm like, "Oh, I need to get on that."
I'm weird with comedy films because I just usually listen to podcasts or I watch stand up instead.
Yeah. Did you ever see a movie 43? I think it was called.
No, because I heard it's the worst fucking thing
It's
ever.
like it's almost like a sketch comedy show.
Yeah.
Like it's a bunch of different things. I don't know, like how they decided to do this, but they're like, yeah, we'll just basically just do a sketch comedy, but it's a film.
The only thing I remember from movie 43, there was two, and it's where they have like Emma Stone and she's like at the cashier, and they're like flirting with each other with the intercom on. And then there's the one where it's Hugh Jackman and he's on a date with Halle Berry and he
got
has
balls
testicles on his chin.
Yeah.
What the
And they're
fuck?
like that. Yeah, and it's not real. I don't remember if it is there even a overarching
No.
narrative.
No. Oh wait, yes there is. So it's a movie called Movie 43 or something, and there was some shit about it. There is some kind of fucking plot. I remember reading about
Pain
it.
and Gain was fucking great. And also it's got fighting round. It's got Russell Crowe, The Nice Guys.
Oh, I'm going to rewatch
That's
that.
a
That was
really
good
that's
movie.
a really good one.
Gosling's on fire in that.
What it is there's a guy that's pitching movies to some guy in Hollywood.
That
okay.
that could work. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't, but it could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
no,
theory.
because I remember it does like cut to that after.
How much did it make though? I bet it made
Yo,
a
look
lot
at all
of
the
money.
writers on that. You got Bob
Well, yeah,
Odenkirk's James Gunn.
That's what I mean. It was probably all
Holy
written like
shit.
they're all collaborated like segments, you know.
Yeah,
Wait,
you got some
wait.
like big people
Yeah.
in that too, like Kieran Culkin.
That
I
kind of
think is
killed
in
it though.
Well, it made 32 mil.
You could make a La La Land with that box office.
That is true.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it does have the same star, so you know,
That's
something.
a thing that I love too. Like when I do watch movies, it's generally it's not a lot of
Dennis
recent
Quaid,
stuff, but like
Will Sasso was in it too.
Dennis Quaid was in The Substance.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Oh, I love the Substance.
Oh, my
man.
God.
Fucking amazing.
That is, I might have to put that in my Mount Rushmore. Actually, that
Okay.
might be number 4 because that movie is one of the few movies where Monique actually got me onto it, and Monique was like, "You got to watch The Substance," and so she's like, "Have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet?" I go, "No." I finally sat down and I watched it front to back, and then I literally it was like 11 o'clock at night. I didn't have work the next day. I walked across the street to 7-Eleven and I bought like a 24-ounce Monster, and then I
Oh,
went back
man.
home. I chugged the whole thing in the shower, and then I watched it again. Like,
Damn.
So-
It's on Mubi if you want to
So
watch
it's
it.
basically
HBO Max.
What the hell's
It's like-
Mubi?
That's the distributor and the streaming service that had the movie.
Gotcha.
So actually, this is a funny story. I saw this at the Midnight Madness premiere at the Toronto Film Festival, and like Demi and Margaret Qualley were there, and Corley Fajon, and it was crazy, man, because it was like watching that, and like I think it ended like near 3 a.m. We're just watching it, and then we're like,
yeah,
Like,
that's you got to watch that.
yeah,
So usually,
There's not a lot of movies where I go, you have to watch it. That's
it is a must see for sure.
there. Like anytime I see a movie and the movie ends, and I want more. That's how I know a movie's good.
yes.
Like when I'm looking it up, like afterwards,
You
trying
go
to,
on the
like,
subreddit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get,
yeah.
just trying to get like an extra fix.
That was
That's
like some
when you know.
Some of the stuff I was watching last night was kind of like that, but it's weird because some movies there aren't like enough breakdowns on YouTube, and then it's like, oh man, but you can always find a little pocket of something. I do want to
time.
say though, one of the funny stories from the screening was after they're doing the Q&A afterwards, and like my buddy who was like watching Margaret Qualley on stage because why wouldn't you? And he's like, I think Margaret's drunk, and she was like going back and forth on the stage. Well, she probably is, and I don't blame her. So.
Yeah, that's the loose plot is basically Demi Moore is a like a TV star, and she turned 60 years old in the beginning of the film. So the production company drops her because she's old now, and she takes an experimental substance to make her young again.
So
and
that's the
so she can
substance.
be famous again. And it's just fucking great. That's all I'm gonna be able to say about it. Because and even like the last thing I'll say about it is like Monique and I convinced my parents to watch it.
Oh shit.
They loved it
Okay, good.
until the last like 20 minutes, and my dad was like, I don't think I got it. And I was like, no, that means you did get it though.
Yeah. That's the part that tends to lose people from what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that though. Like sometimes I miss shit during movies. So when I go and watch a guy break it down, or even if I just read the plot back on like Wikipedia or some shit, I'm like, oh shit, like it helps connect a lot of shit together.
And definitely like little details, like even if you aren't watching it closely, you just miss like certain lines, and that's what I love about movies, man.
I'd have to watch that. I might literally watch it tonight when I get home. The soundtrack is incredible too.
Yeah, well, I think the thing is, that really like changes a lot in movies. I think is just the background score always is a giant contributing factor. I don't think people think about it enough either.
No.
Like unless it's like a superhero movie, like those are designed to have like melodic themes that sort of recur throughout the film. And that is really impactful.
Rules.
When you can have like a really high, like a crescendo towards like an action scene or whatever, but it's a theme that you've heard like from the overture of the film, that kind of shit is just, it's epic. Like Lord of the Rings does that.
Oh yeah.
Like the Batman movies, Spider-Man, the original like Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire did it.
There's a movie that breaks that for me, and it might end up, if we did a top 10, it would, if I built a second Mount Rushmore, it would be on there, and it's No Country for Old Men.
Oh, I just bought the 4K on Criterion for that.
Fuck yeah. There's no score. I don't think there's any music at all in No Country for Old Men. Not? I'm almost positive.
That's cool,
and it makes you so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
because you both seen No Country for Old Men, right?
I've seen it. Yeah,
I was gonna say that is. It's weird because I have goosebumps thinking about it. It's one of the most unsettling movies I've ever seen, but you can't look away the whole time. You're just all right, what is going on? And
well, that kind of stuff works well in horror movies too, because it creates an atmosphere. Even if nothing's really happening, there's audio cues that make you think something's happening.
Like Saw
feel like something's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tension in that movie you can cut with a knife. It's so thick. Like when he's chasing him down in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I always think of the gas station scene.
Oh yeah.
With the lucky coin.
Yeah.
And he's just like going back and forth with the old guy, and he goes, "So, what are you doing?" And he's just like, "Oh, we're closing up shop. I gotta go home." And he goes, "I thought you were open till 7. It's not 7 yet." And you're just like, oh, is he gonna fucking murder this old man in his fucking store?
Dude, Javier, that is like one of the greatest performances of all time. Very, very deserved
fucking
Oscar.
Love that.
Another Best Picture winner.
Yes,
No Country for Old Men.
And that was a controversial one. Yeah, because I think it was There Will Be Blood came out the same year.
Well, that
was like back and forth. Yeah,
but like maybe they could have given Paul Thomas Anderson Best Director then, but I'm glad he has one now. Or 3, you could say.
But you mentioned earlier,
that's like 3 first names. That's crazy.
Yeah,
the Dark Knight.
That actually single-handedly made the Academy increase their nominees for picture from 5 to 10 because it was snubbed and everybody was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. Actually, that's like, another one I could actually quote that, like, watch the whole film in my head. Like I watched that so many times. Dude, it was just Heath Ledger, dude. That was just. It was insane. It was absolutely insane at the time. You're like, how is he doing this? Like, it's like a familiar Joker, but it's also like he twisted it his own way.
It's terrifying.
It was incredible.
Would you guys say, I don't know if you agree on this, but would you say it's the greatest performance of all time? In my book, it is.
Heath Ledger as the Joker?
Yeah, I think
it would be there. Yeah. I mean,
because you don't even see the fucking guy.
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to agree with that. I couldn't disagree. Like
he had like a voice and like he'd lick his lips
that,
and like
I was just gonna say the little mannerisms and like
crazy.
And then also like if you go back and watch the old Batman movies with the Joker, like Jack Nicholson's Joker, that was my favorite thing where like after Heath Ledger passed away, they interviewed Jack Nicholson afterwards, and Jack Nicholson just goes, yeah, I told him that was a tough role. It's like,
Who's also great in that movie. Yeah,
I'd say like for two actors where I can't, and it's unfortunate they're both passed away. There's two actors that I can't tell aren't the character they're playing, and it's Heath as the Joker, and then Gandolfini as Tony Soprano.
Oh, okay.
Like I watch The Sopranos all the time, too often. It's annoying for everybody around me. But like watching The Sopranos, I genuinely can't watch Gandolfini in anything else because I'm just like, no, this is Tony Soprano.
You gotta come off the gas on The Sopranos. Just like just lift off of it a little. Like, I don't know. You can stay in like fifth gear, but like,
yeah. No,
is it bad? I've only seen like one episode.
No.
I gotta get back on that.
No,
shit, man.
because the funny thing about me with The Sopranos is I couldn't get through the first season because it caused so much anxiety. And going back to Monique, she literally bullied me into binge watching the whole show. And I watch it like probably once every 2 or 3 months. I just watch.
Man.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. And like the worst part about it too is I couldn't tell you anything about it. Like,
well,
I don't know episode names. I don't know a lot of characters' names. I couldn't recite subplots, but I just am like, I love this. Like, I just zone out. It's like Game of Thrones. Like Game of Thrones, I love.
I can't even spell soprano.
No.
Let's see, Soprano.
I think that's right.
I think it's close.
Did you guys ever see this one video? It was like, I think it was like, I don't know if it was Onion. I think it was Clickhole. And they did like the alternate version. This was the original opening of Sopranos. And it's this guy walking into the cameras. The Sopranos are here. And joining the show is Tony Soprano. The show's about to start. Or it was like something like that. It's really fucking funny.
Clickhole fucking rules.
Yeah. No, it's like the show's about to start.
Clickhole has the video of the guy. He's like, I used to be 1 500-pound man, but now I'm 2 men that weigh 250 pounds. And it's like framed as like an inspirational like newsreel thing. They ruined me. Yeah, and I wish that there were, and I'm going back to like, you know, the best performances ever topic. Like it really is like the only one I could think of movie wise is Heath as the Joker, because it's too good. And it's really sucks because he was great in pretty much everything he was in. Fucking The Patriot, I loved him. I loved him in Brokeback Mountain. Which is funny because like I remember when that movie came out, you were like weird for liking it.
Yeah,
you got picked on for
like
talking about it.
At the time,
but it's like then like you actually sit down and watch it, and you're like, oh no, this is an amazing fucking.
It's like
film.
so fucking.
Like,
sad.
what do you mean? Like, no, yeah. And then
how many people do you think were the Joker that year?
For Halloween?
Yeah, after
like
Dark
everybody
Knight came out. Everybody had to do it.
Had to have been.
I'm gonna make this pencil.
You ever seen the video of Diddy as a Joker?
Yeah, I did.
Crazy.
It's
like,
fucking
no, you
wild.
can't fuck with me. You know? And then you're like, that's what I knew. I was like, okay, this motherfucker's crazy. And that was before all the shit came out. I was like, are we really surprised?
Yeah, that's a funny thing too, is that people were actually surprised about him.
Yeah.
Dude, like I don't know, dude. All these people are fucking wild. So I don't understand when something like that comes out, everybody's like, huh?
Yeah. Huh?
You're like,
that guy?
You're like, yeah, that guy.
Oh man, no, that's the thing, man. There's so many amazing Heath Ledger. I just got to talk about him for a sec because you know that he wanted to be a director. But acting was like his gateway into it. And you're like, and that's what you pull out, man. Like, holy shit, man. It's just so sad. Like, I was watching an interview with him recently from a guy who still does like a lot of interviews and press junkets. And I was thinking, I'm like, man, it's been like almost 20 years since he's died.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to think about.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
2008, man.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I can't even, dude.
That was such a
like
that was
so
a great
mind-blowing to
summer
me.
of blockbusters because I think Cloverfield came out that same year.
Yeah. And Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Comedy movies. Tropic
a great
Thunder
one.
is a fucking
Yeah, it is.
is a
What do you
buzzsaw.
mean, you people?
Tropic Thunder is a buzzsaw for anybody else trying to be funny to me.
And you guys know that he was nominated for that, right?
Yeah.
Which is amazing. That might be Robert Downey Jr.'s best performance.
Yeah, best blackface.
Yeah, I forget. Like somebody was like interviewing him, and they were like, "You think you could do that movie today?" He was like, "You could do it."
Yeah.
It's like you would get in so much shit for that movie now. Jack Black was in it. Dude, that cast was actually
Ben Stiller playing the director, producer, CEO, whatever.
Tom Cruise.
Or Tom Cruise. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Tom Cruise, not Ben Stiller.
Dude, Simple Jack, dude.
Yeah, dude. Tom Cruise in that film ruins me.
Oh, he could have been nominated too. He's that good.
And I remember watching a thing not after I saw the movie, but it was like recently it popped up, and apparently Tom Cruise didn't want anybody else to know that it was him. Like they didn't put him on any of the marketing or anything. They didn't even want to give him credits because they just wanted people to be like, "Who the fuck was that guy?" But then it ended up, coming out that it was Tom Cruise. But his character probably is my favorite in that whole fucking movie.
Snap off your fucking cock and shove it up your head.
It's so insane. Like the second row has Matthew McConaughey. Mm-hmm. That's so insane,
dude. It's crazy to think because it's like I feel like you can do because this movie was obviously making fun of like all those like Hollywood practices. The only thing that I feel like you couldn't do, like you remember that scene where they're showing the picture of Matthew McConaughey's son. And you can tell he's disabled. He's like so disappointed. I'm like, oh, fuck. You couldn't get away with that today. But I don't know. People just like get so hung up. It's like, you just got to look at the context of it all. And I like that Ben Stiller still today says, no, I still stand by this movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I respect that.
Yeah, dude. I like Ben Stiller.
And the fucking concept of it too is so funny. Like you're filming a Vietnam War movie and then you actually get attacked by fucking militia.
Yeah.
Like that.
And they like think that everything's part of the movie. It's so fucking good, dude.
And then what, they have to send Nick Nolte in or whatever?
Yeah.
Wow, that cast is crazy, man.
Unreal. That was a movie that like when I got a PS3, it was like a year or two later. I had a relative that was getting rid of their PS3, so they gave me all their games and movies or Blu-rays and stuff. And it was like such a wild list. It was like Prometheus, like 10,000 BC, and then like Tropic Thunder. And I was like, I didn't watch Tropic Thunder for years because even when I was like, 14, I didn't watch comedy films. And then I finally was like, we're going to watch Tropic Thunder. And it was that was it.
Yeah.
Well, I know you were saying earlier, Seth, about them not making like great comedy movies. I got to put you guys onto one because it just dropped on streaming. Well, not streaming, but like you can rent it. Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. I saw that.
This.
You've heard about this one?
Yeah.
Well, there was like, are you guys familiar with the web series at all that they did in the TV show? Mm-mm. So it's these two guys, Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll. They play like fictionalized versions of themselves. And they are like this. Well, Jay is like a talented musician. He actually scores Matt's movies, funnily enough. But it's basically like they have this fake band called Nirvana the Band, which is, one of the jokes of the. And they're like trying to book this show called The Rivoli. And basically they turned it into this movie is basically Borat mixed with Back to the Future. And it's fucking awesome. Like
Wild.
I saw it at a press screening at TIFF, and like even because usually like at the Toronto Film Festival you get in with a lot of people. Like the crowd's eating it up more so than any other theater. But press, maybe there's a little bit more reserved. Dude, the whole theater was fucking cackling. It is one of the funniest movies I have ever seen. Yeah, it might make my top 10 of the year. I'm not sure.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. It's I think you guys would love it. It's
I like
so
that kind
funny.
of shit. Yeah, I don't know. I was a big Spinal Tap guy too.
Oh, that's a great film.
Tap. I thought that was.
Was that Crank It to 11?
Yeah. R.I.P. Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
Not to bring the mood down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that movie was great. I loved the tone of it and like just the parody of rock and roll, like the way it was presented.
Yeah.
Dude, and people forget like that basically invented the mockumentary. Like Rob Reiner was the first one.
He was the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the subject of mockumentaries, that's one of my favorite horror films is a mockumentary. It's called Lake Mungo.
Oh, I've seen that. That's a really good film.
Really good.
Yeah.
It's like you probably haven't seen it.
No,
but
I definitely have heard of it because of you.
Yeah,
for sure.
guaranteed. And the problem is that it came out around the same time as Eden Lake, which is a completely different film, and don't watch that.
Okay.
Eden Lake is one of the few. I've only seen it twice, and I only watched
twice.
I've only watched it the second time because Wes was begging me to watch it with him, and I can't do it again. And Wes, you could text me when you get to this part of the episode. How now, brown cow? That's going to be our drop for it.
Okay.
But Eden Lake is fucking. It's just a sadistic, like, it's not supposed to be funny, but it is kind of funny. But Lake Mungo is basically this girl and her family. They go to this lake called Lake Mungo. I think maybe it's a different lake, but anyway, this family,
you would think it would be.
This family goes. I can't remember if Lake Mungo is the first. There's two lakes in the movie, but this girl goes swimming with her family, and after they're done swimming, the girl disappears. And the mockumentary part is like the family starts like they start seeing her around the house, and like she shows up in people's security cameras, and there's witnesses saying that she's still alive. So it's like the family being interviewed of like, do you think your daughter's still out there? How are you dealing with the grief? This, that, and the third. And then they like uncover this whole mystery behind it. One of the saddest movies of all time. It's more of a sad film than a horror film, really. But yeah, mockumentaries fucking rule. Hell House LLC and Grave Encounters are like, I love found footage films. I am a slut for even bad found footage, which is unfortunately like most of them.
Blair Witch kind of ruined it for everyone because it's like, well, how can we live up to this? You know?
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because you can always tell. I hate that I'm about to say this. I can always tell how open-minded people are based on whether or not they like the Blair Witch.
I love the Blair Witch.
Like,
yeah, that's true.
Like if people are like, I hated the Blair Witch, nothing happens, and it's like you didn't pay attention.
You didn't get the point of the film.
Well, some people just don't like found footage, though. In general, like like Cloverfield got a lot of shit just because it was found footage, and I thought it was really good. Like even the way it was,
Cloverfield was awesome.
Like I thought that was great. But I like all the Kane Parsons stuff on YouTube, like the Backrooms, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you? He's doing a film.
I was gonna say with
Renata Reinsva's in. I think she would tell Edgy for like it's a well, you should look up the cast because it's crazy. All the people that he got.
They put out a trailer like not even a month ago.
Did you see Iron Lung?
Yes,
the Markiplier. How was that? Because I played the game, and I loved the game, but it's a weird. I don't know how you can make a feature film out of it.
It was really boring. Like, honestly, like it just like the filmmaking was obviously there, but it felt like so drawn out.
Mark Duplass. Wow. I'm in. I'm already in.
It's like he's young. Like he's almost a decade younger than me. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
It's The League. Goes to the back rooms.
Yeah. Oh my God. Rafi is the monster. I love found footage films. Like one of I mentioned it earlier, but Hell House LLC, just because the concept is always grounded because it's found footage. Like Hell House LLC, if you haven't seen it, is this company called Hell House LLC. They set up Halloween spook houses, like, haunted house things or whatever. And in the movie, they end up renting an old hotel to set up a haunted house. It's actually haunted. And they all think that other people in the cast are fucking with each other.
It's like Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
it's actually the funniest thing is it's kind of like Tropic Thunder.
Wait, when did it come out?
2012, maybe?
Okay, so they stole the concept
2014, 2015. Now, this is a controversial statement following up how much I love Hell House LLC. I also love all the sequels because all the sequels are also found footage films. So I, by default, have destroyed all except the newest one I haven't seen. But yeah, it's just this group of guys and a girl. They set up like a haunted house that's actually haunted. Just like Grave Encounters, another Tropic Thunder ripoff. Now that I'm thinking about it, Grave Encounters is
everything's just Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Grave Encounters is it's a spoof of Ghost Adventures where they go to do a Ghost Adventures, like overnight is this building haunted in an actual haunted asylum. And the same thing. They all think everybody's fucking with each other, but really there's demons and shit involved. I love that. I just love that kind of shit. And
demons, dude.
I mean, that's how you get under my skin, especially when they do that like really shitty, like The Ring did it first, where it's like the deformed face, like they do the jump scare with the musical sting.
Like the
yes,
surprise,
exactly
like,
that.
mouth open shit.
Like that thing ruins me still. Like I did a deep dive of not a deep dive, but I did like a retread of like early 2000s like American horror film adaptations because The Ring came out and The Ring like did gangbusters, and then they're like, we got to remake all of the Japanese horror films, which The Ring was really good. The Grudge was really good with Sarah Michelle Gellar, but there's then there's a couple ones that are bad, like Pulse and like One Missed Call, where it's like you get a phone call and the voicemail is like the noise you make when you die. If I remember right, bad.
It's like That's So Raven.
Yeah,
but
Exactly like that.
version.
That's Final Destination. Final Destination is That's So Raven.
True. It's Final Destination for
Never
kids.
thought about it.
Final Destination for kids. Disney version.
Yeah,
Is it crazy? I've never seen the Final Destination movies.
I've seen like bits and pieces of them. They're like those movies that were on TV and you see some.
They're
of them.
fun. They're
what I
really
hear.
fun. Like it's like a slasher movie, but the villain is God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's technically death.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
Yeah.
and it's like elaborate shit. Like it's all Rube Goldberg machines, and they just kill off the cast. And it's fun.
And
And
it's That's So Raven.
Yeah, and
And
then-
literally is like they're like we're trying to prevent what's
Yeah.
going to happen for sure.
Yeah,
And then
'cause,
it
like-
happens anyway.
the first movie is like these kids are going to like Paris or some shit on a plane, and one of the kids has like a premonition that the plane's gonna explode. So he has like a full-on panic attack, and him and his friends get taken off the plane. The plane ends up exploding. And then they find out that like, they cheated death, so death is hunting them down elaborately with Rube Goldberg machines. I have the controversial opinion of I like all the films. They're not all good, but the casts are usually fun, and especially the second one. Like a lot of people know the second one because it has the log truck. You see the memes about like if you see a log truck on a highway, you think you're in Final Destination, shit like that. But the newest
Although
one,
I pretty much just don't want to be behind that thing.
Exactly.
Just in general.
the newest one that came out last year, Final Destination Bloodlines, might actually be somehow it's like the 6th movie in the franchise, might be the best
That's
one.
what everyone's been saying, and I'm
really,
like,
really
I know
good.
that there's like a scene with like a lawnmower at the
Yes.
beginning.
Then there's actually, I saw that in the theaters with Wes and Ashley, and it's one of the few times where there was a kill in the movie that made me so uncomfortable. I literally started pacing around the theater
Oh shit!
because it struck a nerve with me, and I was like, no, fuck you, you can't do that. Like you're breaking all the fucking rules, as if it's a real life situation. And I'm just like, he's gonna die. I know I knew what was gonna happen before. Like I had a That's So Raven moment in the movie.
Yeah.
Actually, this got me thinking. What are a couple of your guys' like craziest theater stories? I'd love to hear that. Like actually being in the theater.
That's a good question.
Honestly, for me, the most fun was fucking Borat, dude.
Oh,
everyone
dude.
was howling in that theater. It was fucking fun, dude. It was like it's like almost like you're at a live show. It's crazy. Not a lot of times where there's like a movie that does that to the audience. Mm-hmm. At least, it was like we went to like the midnight premiere of it. It was crazy.
Oh, that's like the perfect time to go see a movie like
Dude,
Borat.
and then there was like the scene where he's like chasing him down the hallway with the rubber fist, and everyone is like standing up and shit. They're like, oh, it's so good. Jackass 3D did that too, though.
I've never seen Borat.
Oh, dude, you would
Oh
love
my God.
Borat, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually, there was one Halloween.
You gotta.
I actually went around campus like in like full on in like as Borat in character, and was like saying the most offensive shit to people, and they're like, "What? Like
That
what is
rules.
happening?" There was one time, so I was in an acting class at the time, and so he was obviously all in. He's like, "Oh, Borat, thanks for coming." I gave a speech in front of the class, and then we were walking out. He's like, "Hey, thank you so much for joining us." I said, "Thank you, very welcome." And then I see these two girls walking out, and I said, "Can you go tell me how much is that one?" And then he just like started laughing. He's like, I can't.
You broke him.
Yeah, I did. Actually, also, this is another thing. I actually pissed in a trash can, which is a whole other story. So we'll say I was committed to that bit.
When I think of like my favorite,
it's a great character.
Yeah, that
it
is.
is.
When I think of my favorite film experiences, it's always got a tinge of like family nostalgia. Like when I was a little kid, my grandpa took me and we saw the Lord of the Rings movies in theaters, and those were incredible. But then he also would have this move where, like, if there was a rated R movie he wanted to see, he'd call my parents and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take Jake to see The Incredibles." And then like we get to the theater and he goes, "We're watching Eight-Legged Freaks," and then we would but. Like when you asked that question, the first thing that came to mind, which is such a cliche answer, but being like 12 years old, it was me, my dad, and my grandpa, and watching Avatar in 3D was immaculate. Like, because for like 3D had its time, but it peaked with Avatar, which is such a generic, answer.
No, but it's true. It's true.
I would also say,
what was did Mad Max come out after Avatar?
Yeah.
What was Mad Max?
Fury Road.
Yeah,
that came
one I
out
saw
like
in
6
3D.
years after.
That was cool in 3D.
Actually. I don't go to the theater too often. So most of my theater memories are from when I was younger, and I think I want to say I saw another found footage film. I went with
2009.
Yeah, dude.
That's so
Yeah,
insane.
I saw
dude, oh my god.
The Last Exorcism in theaters with a bunch of my buddies from high school, and it was bad. And
I was gonna say, why that one?
Because it's the last one.
It was
that makes sense.
It was like me and my two buddies, and there were like three girls, one for each of us. It was like an Ed and Eddie Canker sisters sort of situation. And like we were like, let's go see a horror film, and but it was so bad that like other people in the theater were having full on conversations and nobody came in to tell us to shut up. So we were just like, the whole theater, we were just roasting the film the whole time.
That's amazing.
Like
dude.
But then it's funny because I go back and I watch The Last Exorcism now and I'm like, oh, this actually wasn't that bad. But like when you're 14 and you're expecting like a spooky film, but then like I can count the other than like Star Wars with my dad, I've saw seeing Alien Romulus with my dad in the theater was really awesome because it was the first that, and then this is a bad one because I'm an AA now, but when Alien Covenant came out, my buddy Dan and I saw it like, I think literally we saw it like 5 or 6 times in a row,
wow.
like consecutive days. But what we would do was we would just get trashed at his apartment and then go and see Alien Covenant because it was just brutal. It wasn't great, but it was just...
Yeah. That's one of the few I haven't seen.
It's not great,
yeah,
but it's fun. It's super fun. Like, I think it's super fun. Michael Fassbender plays like the two main characters. He plays himself, basically.
It's got a cool title, I guess.
Yeah.
Saw X was up there. Seeing that in theaters, I saw that with Wes and Ashley too. But yeah, there aren't a lot of films. I don't go to the movies. Damn, and I'm really trying to think like. There's movies I want to see, like especially when they do anniversaries. Like I wanted to see Jaws last year.
Oh yeah, I got to catch that.
But it came out to the theater like a week or two after I quit working at the theater. So I was like, I can't.
We went to the.
Oh, you can't. Movie Tavern. I saw it at a Movie Tavern.
That's dope.
Oh, we went to the drive-in for the 50th anniversary.
Oh, they had it at the drive-in. Oh, that's sick, dude. That's like the perfect place to watch it, honestly.
it was sick.
Actually up there with one of my ex-girlfriends, we saw Quiet Place 1 and 2 back to back at the drive-in. When Quiet Place 2 came out, they did a double feature. That was awesome because it's the drive-in, and I had never been to the drive-in before, so it was the exact opposite experience that I was supposed to have because normally it's like it's more of a social thing, but we were all just sitting there and everybody was completely silent. And those movies are not good, but they're fun.
Yeah.
The Quiet Place. Those are movies you can't think about them too hard because then you just start to get angry. I do at least.
There's some where it's like, okay, like the concept itself is brilliant, but there's certain things that happen in those movies. I'm like,
yeah, suspension of disbelief thing. sometimes.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I can't either, man.
Yeah,
It will depend.
I watch wrestling, so
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Unless it's like The Room or something, I can suspend myself in that disbelief because I'm
Yeah.
like, how are people talking like this? But no, I want to say, like, I appreciate you guys having such heartfelt answers because I was just going to like say some crazy shit that has happened to me in the theater because I've been to it so many times. So I guess I could tell a couple of these stories if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
So I want to say this was like the end of 2024, and I was at AMC in Lincoln Square, and I was with a few of my buddies. One shout out to Brother Bro from the Oscar Expert channel, great channel if you guys want to check that out. And we met up, and he was with his fiance at the time, and she wanted to sit somewhere else, and so we thought we all had the seats together, right? And so we all just kind of plopped down, and we were talking, and so he had to go get like a soda or something, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I told my buddies, I was like, hey, just, text me if, the trailers start, or not the trailers, but if the movie's starting. And then my buddy Dom, he texts me, he's like, hey, like, there's someone in our seats, get back. I'm like, oh shit. So we go in, and there was this guy, like, he was like, looked so upset. And then my buddy Justin comes back in from getting a drink, and he's just kind of thrown in the middle of this. I felt so bad for him. And this guy's like, he's like, oh, your friend over there, he's like saying he's an asshole. I'm like, wait, I'm like, what's going on? He's like, your friend over there was a dick to me. Because the thing was, apparently we were in his seat and we didn't realize it. And so he went up to my buddy went up to him and says, you're in our seats. And he's like, no, I'm not. Or he didn't react to him. And then he said it to him again. And he showed him the ticket. He's like, oh, my bad. And apparently he was so like iffed by this that he was going on. And Justin's just sitting there like, he had just met my buddy Dom. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And then afterwards, after it ended, this guy has the gall to come up to my buddy Dom and basically explains to him in painstakingly explicit detail anal sex. And it was the weirdest fucking thing we have ever seen. And he's just like,
do that. You can't do that.
No,
It's
that's
pretty
the
cut
thing.
and dry. Well, hopefully it's not dry, but it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, well, no, he's like, I can't even say it because the way he explained it was so weird. And my buddy Dom's like, okay, so like, what was the point of that? And then he just said something, and then he wandered off, and we're like, what the fuck just happened? That was like the weirdest interaction I've ever had in a theater. So, yeah, that's what happens in
Note
New
to
York
self,
City.
avoid AMC at Lincoln Square.
No, but the theater there, the Dolby Atmos is really fucking nice.
yeah.
But it was just, one of the craziest experiences. This is just a weird cosmic
I gotta
coincidence.
say though, like I've never been to a movie theater where there's like your seat on the ticket. That's how.
Oh,
that's
it's
how,
been a
like-
while then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, because it was weird because they started doing it like a few years ago, I noticed with Regal. Because before I could just go in.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't matter where you sat. And then,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to say, was it before or after COVID? It was around that time.
Before COVID, because I remember it for the Star Wars movies.
So it must have been around 2019 then,
Yeah.
where they started like actually. They don't do it at Oswego, which I appreciate.
God.
Yeah, man. Whoa. But if that was the case, that would be a fucking madhouse. Like, I went to see Zootopia 2 with my mom. Like, on that, in every course, all the kids are off. So we're already a little late, and I'm like a little nervous because I'm like, okay, we got to get going because I had a feeling that it was going to sell out. We get there, the line is out the fucking door.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, holy shit. I'm like, I knew we had to get here early. So we order our tickets.
Would you say it was a Zootopia there?
Oh my goodness.
Would you
Well, I
call
guess you
it
could. No, it was crazy, man. And so we ended up seeing Wicked for Good instead. And then we went back and still like we had our tickets and there was like the line was crazy. So, never go when a Disney movie's going on unless you have the tickets beforehand. I will say that.
Yeah, Disney people are wild, dude. Didn't we talk about that with the cast? Disney people? Yeah,
I know we talk about it off mic a lot because it's just a bracket of like I'm one to talk because I get that feral when it comes to Pink Floyd and or Resident Evil. Sometimes with Alien, but like, dude, like.
I think there's a tinge.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
That's
some
okay.
shit. I'm gonna say some like it's not just Disney movie people. That's one thing. Like I've had a couple girlfriends that like that's all they watch still is Disney films. But like the people that their thing is going to Disney, That's a totally different breed of human.
Yeah, I remember like going in somebody's house and they had like Mickey Mouse plushes and like Goofy and shit, and you're just like, why do you have this? You're like 40 something.
I dated a girl that she collected all of the Disney and Pokemon Squishmallows.
Okay.
And she had like a hammock over her bed full of like stuffed animals, which was weird because like
it's a good idea.
Like,
I like that
we're
idea.
fucking each other at knife point while her stuffed animals are staring at us.
Down.
Yeah.
Smiling and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, but anyway, that's a different one. But yeah, the Disney attendees are like a different breed, because like the thing is like people would look at like how we are with sports or video games, or you with films, like it's our thing, and people probably look at us like, oh, that's so weird, and then they like fucking spend thousands of dollars to go on It's a Small World, which is a dope ride. It gets a bad rap, but like
it's a little annoying.
My favorite is
not for everyone.
There's a YouTuber I watch named Jenny Nicholson. She's one of my favorites, and she has this 4-hour-long dissertation on it's called like the failed Star Wars hotel.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah,
Yes.
like they tried to open it a few years ago.
Yeah, and it lasted like 18 months, I think. And it was this fucking Star Wars themed landlocked cruise that cost $1,500 to $2,500 per person, and it's like Star Wars LARPing at Disney. But it was one of those things where
How could it fail?
Right. You would think that.
So I'll give you the quick breakdown. It failed because they went off of the Disney movies. If they did a prequel or original trilogy based they have a Star Wars park at Disney, I think, called Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah. Great place.
Have you been?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, 2021.
I don't want to go.
Oh,
I
really?
want to check it out. I also want to do.
I wish it was I'm a cynic.
You should definitely check it out.
I would like to.
say.
I also want to do the Universal like Harry Potter stuff.
Harry Potter
Oh,
World.
that's
Harry
its
Potter
shit.
World rips.
Yeah.
I
That
will.
shit's sick.
I will give it that. There's also Avatar World at Disney.
I
Oh, they
didn't get
did?
to go there.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, but
I think it's like an Animal Kingdom or something.
When,
Yeah.
weirdly enough.
when
Yeah.
the last time I was there, they had just done the Avatar ride, like the
when you're on the
Oh,
dragon,
that's what I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah.
That's the one in Animal Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I might have to look at Galaxy's Edge with a nicer lens if I'm getting a recommendation from you. Then
Yes. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So I take it if Dexter Jetster was there, you'd go.
Oh my God! Yeah, exactly.
Obi-Wan!
Give me every glove shitto. Like yeah, and like for me, it's like, we talked about Star Wars a little bit earlier. Like I don't hate the Disney trilogy. Like I don't vehemently hate them or despise them. They just killed my love for the franchise. I mean, it's no different than what the fucking Cowboys do every January, and I still watch football every year.
Right.
Like
that's fair. Yeah.
yeah, but like. Theme. I'm not a theme park guy either. I'm more of an amusement park guy. And yes, there's a distinction. Give me roller coasters and Dippin' Dots.
Well, see, there's definitely I like both. Like I like going to like Cedar Point in Ohio.
Yes,
that place is awesome. It's all coasters.
Well,
It's
I heard they shut down the Top Thrill Dragster though.
Oh, did they? It was fine. You know what I mean? It was fine.
I never got to ride it. The Superman.
It was kind of wild. You sit down in it and you can like choose the song and shit.
That's dope.
Oh, and it's like isolated to.
It's like I think it just blares the fucking speakers at you or something.
That's what do they still have the Aerosmith ride?
They just got rid of it like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did hear
they
that.
did.
That was dope.
That was.
The Tower of Terror, is that still a thing?
It's gotta still be there.
It's gotta still, yeah.
I think so, but I heard that they shifted into a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, so I'm not entirely
that's
sure.
a mistake. The tower looks so fucking cool. It was like iconic to me. That thing, and the ride isn't even that great. It's just like the anticipation. Like
Yes.
you're gonna drop at some point.
Oh, I was screaming my ass off
then
at the top of that building.
doesn't it also like when you get in the elevator for the Tower of Terror, it makes it seem like the room is expanding. Not that the elevator is moving, but the room is stretching.
Well, it's like on rails train. It takes you through some shit.
Yes,
first,
that's right.
And
Yeah.
then it comes out and you like look out over where the Aerosmith ride was.
Yep.
It was fucking cool, dude.
Yeah,
The atmosphere,
damn.
like Twilight Zone's great.
Yeah.
So like that to me is just.
You ever see the story of what happened with the Twilight Zone film in the 80s?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. One of the worst things that ever. I hear that Steven Spielberg still does not talk to John Landis this day over that.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I don't blame him.
Huh. No, I only ever watched the series.
There was
like
a malfunction with a helicopter
Yeah.
special effect where the helicopter actually landed on the cast members. It was a actor and
Vic Morrow, I believe.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
3 children.
Something like that.
Okay.
A lot of people died.
And there was a lot of like neglect on set. I
Yeah.
heard too. So
Well, they should have just had like a strong guy or like a Mark Henry or something. To just like,
picks
Yeah.
up the helicopter.
you just got to be able to catch it. That's
Right.
all.
Yeah.
And just save a bunch of people, dude. Like that. I always think of that picture of Mark Henry like pushing a tank.
Yes.
Shit
Yes.
kills me every time. The world's strongest man, dude. I only ever watched the series.
No,
With
me neither.
the Rod Serling series?
Yeah,
The original?
That was the
Yeah.
only thing I ever watched. The cool thing about it was that it's every episode is completely different. It's all standalone. But they did another series, didn't they? Like a more recently.
Jordan Peele.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I actually like Black Mirror a lot though. Like it basically is a Twilight Zone, you know.
for modern day for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone I got into. My dad always liked it, and then in middle school there was my favorite teacher was Mr. Kosteniak. Shout out to
yeah.
Mr. Kosteniak. We would always watch the Twilight Zone like Fridays or whatever, and we do like that was
The
like our
film
fun
thing.
thing. Yeah. And it was like everybody's seen the episode where it's like the eye of the beholder, where it's like the lady has to get surgery to look normal, but what normal is everybody has pig faces.
Yeah.
But I
You know
love.
what one I really like was there's two other ones that are my favorites.
Go ahead.
There's one where the guy is like the last man on earth.
That
and
one's
he
great.
Has the glasses break.
There
and
was
he can't
time.
read. He
Yeah.
like finds all these books and shit. He loves reading or whatever. That one was sweet. And then there's one where the guy's on the plane and there's like a weird
It's
like,
fucking.
I think I've
isn't
heard
it?
of that
It's
one.
William Shatner,
Yeah.
isn't it?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is. And there's like a weird monkey or animal or some shit. It's like tearing the plane apart.
Yeah.
And he keeps trying to tell everybody. And every time anybody looks, it's not there. And then he keeps like seeing it out the window. It's wild, dude.
I
And
love.
it's funny because like all these, it's all black and white and everything's like practical effects, but it's like it all looks so dumb. And you're just like, this is cheesy as hell. But also it's spooky in that it's old.
With that
There's
lens, yeah.
There's like a vibe to it.
My favorite one is the one where the grandmother or an aunt, I think it's the grandmother, passes away, and there's a little boy, and he has a play toy telephone. And he can speak to his dead grandmother through the telephone, and the entire episode is his dead grandmother speaking to this little child through a telephone, trying to elaborately convince him to kill himself.
Whoa.
And like the end of the episode, like she convinces the kid to like dive into a pool, and he doesn't know how to swim, so then the family is like scrambling and like screaming into the telephone like, no, please don't kill our son, and then he comes back to life. But it's like, that's the fucking rules.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
there's one where
the neighbor-
the sun is like getting closer to the earth and it's like gonna overheat. Dude, that stressed the hell out.
Yeah.
of me. The air conditioner's always running the
Yeah.
entire episode, and everybody's
There's-
like sweating their asses off.
There's another one that was like it was, I can't remember the story of it, but I remember it bothered me, and it was about like a neighborhood. It was like there was a conspiracy going on with this neighborhood.
Yes, the power's like going out or some shit.
And everybody in the neighborhood is blaming somebody else for the problem, and everybody just starts going crazy. But then it turns out it was just nothing,
yeah,
and it was just like this shared experience this shared crisis and how everybody can so quickly turn on each other when something, and it was like, what? It was like that was like Cold War era, Red Scare era type thing.
Dude, the show was ahead of its time, like by a lot.
Oh, totally.
And Rod Serling is from Syracuse.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There was like some museum with his name on it or something.
Yeah, the most. No, I'm kidding.
That was weird.
I have to run to the bathroom real quick, so I will return.
Sure. Oh. Here, I'll take that. Hey, perfect.
I forgot we lit a trip mine
Yeah.
before this.
Oh man, no, there was another crazy theater story I wanted to say, but I was like, I don't know if I'll get into it, but might have to. But I'm trying to think, like,
Yeah, I don't like. That's the thing is, I could probably count on two hands really the number of times I go to the theater. I just don't. Nowadays, people just don't do it as much. I think just because everybody's got. I can just go upstairs and put on surround sound and then just watch the movie at home and put microwave popcorn in. It's like I don't need the whole experience unless I want to eat popcorn that's overly buttered. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
which actually is great. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure. I mean, that's the thing though. Like everything is so overpriced. So I get it from that extent. But
oh my God.
I'll tell you, man. I know you were saying the last time you were in IMAX was Avatar, right?
Yeah.
I remember the last time I was in IMAX.
Okay.
And that was Monday. Because I saw Project Hail Mary and I've done a review of that. I've talked about this a couple of times on my channel and otherwise, but the first time I went on Friday, it was like stressful trying to figure out, when am I going to go see this movie, right?
Yeah.
And I had Cheesecake Factory, I had a little glass of wine, and then I was so tired during it, so I had to go back again. And dude, I was like saying to my mom, because I was saying you should see this movie, because I think it is the first awards contender of the year. But I was like, I do not want to see it in any other format besides IMAX, because just like the immersive nature of that room and the sound, what do you call it? Oh, the sound system and everything. It's just like nothing can replicate it for me.
I definitely get that. Yeah. I can't do that here for sure. It's definitely a totally different thing. I just think the atmosphere is definitely different. I agree. This movie, honestly, I saw the previews for it. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna love this movie,
dude. If you love Interstellar, if you love 2001, I mean,
it's like right up my alley. It's
a little different. It is more of a comedy because it's Phil Lord and Chris Miller. But
yeah, what was the other one? The Martian. That one was good too. I thought.
It's funny because it was actually, I don't know if you know this, but the writer Andy Weir, he wrote both the novels to The Martian and Project Hail Mary.
Okay,
and Drew Goddard also wrote the scripts.
All
so
right.
I feel like. Maybe this is a hot take. I rewatched The Martian recently. I'm not a huge fan of it.
It was fine. You know what I mean? Like, I liked it. But like, it wasn't an Interstellar, and it wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't on that level. It was cool. I like any of these sci-fi movies when they get, like, the budget goes into just the grandeur. You know what I mean? I think that's what I enjoyed about it.
This one has like a $200 million+ budget.
Yeah.
Like Amazon threw all their chips into it. And and it shows on the screen, like they built the whole fucking ship that Ryan Gosling is in Project Hail Mary. But it really is to me like, I really like Interstellar. I'm going to rewatch it, because I'm going through all the Nolan's movies before the Odyssey, except Tenet. And I'm going to like get back into them. So I don't love Interstellar as much as everyone else. But I'll tell you, I actually like Project Hail Mary even more than that. Like, it's a really beautiful film.
I think the thing about Interstellar was it felt like it took a lot of inspiration from 2001.
Oh, totally, especially from a visual standpoint. Yeah.
And even the way the story progresses and the way it ends, like this kind of transcendence that he goes through. But 2001 is just fucking absolutely incredible.
That's the movie.
It's so hard for me to get people to watch it sometimes because like there's so many long scenes of just like the ship in space just kind of sitting there with like classical music, and you're just like, okay, like, all right. You could cut down on a lot of that, but what it does is it creates an atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's one of the things I love, and of course I have to talk about it, was the first Alien film. Yeah. It opens with like a 15-minute like dolly shot of just the ship before everybody wakes up out of cryo sleep.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of Space 2001 with that.
Well, even that, it's like you have the monolith or whatever, and it's like there's a 15-minute like intro.
Like just those like Kubrick, Scott, those two, like that era is just immaculate for me. That's one of my favorite words lately, by the way, is immaculate.
I love that word too.
They don't make shit like that anymore. And it's such a old school, like, get off my lawn yelling at clouds take to have, but they really don't. Like, yeah, that's all I had to add to that tail end of the conversation.
That's why I think that Project Hail Mary is such a great movie to see, because it does feel like a return to that, and that we're getting more movies. It's the best spaces look since Interstellar, for sure. Like, it might win the Oscar for visual effects.
That's dope.
Looks so inspired. But, you know, I know you were talking about, Seth, how, you know, like the whole experience and, you know, being able to be at home. But I'll tell you, let me ask you this. How would it be to see 2001: A Space Odyssey in IMAX?
See, I would definitely do that. That's the thing.
They did it back in, I think, 2018. I went to it, and man, it was like fucking transcendent.
How? Yeah,
is that Kubrick's best film?
Yeah, I think so. But you could make the argument for Clockwork Orange. You could say The Shining. You could say Barry Lyndon. I mean, he has so many.
He did Full Metal Jacket too, right?
Yeah. Man. Shining is incredible too, dude. Oh my god.
The Shining is great because I never watched the movie until like recently.
Oh,
because
really?
I was more of the book guy.
Oh yeah.
And I had already, just through osmosis, I felt like I had already seen The Shining. And I was also told, because the book is completely different. Yeah. In the film, it's Jack Nicholson is the villain. In the book, the hotel is the villain.
Yeah.
And it's way different, but it's
interesting.
Really, really
the
great.
Way he's like, he's a normal
Jack
guy,
Torrance, right?
Yeah, Jack Torrance.
He's a normal guy in the movie.
Yeah,
pretty much. You could get like a kind of a vibe where he was kind of already starting to turn that way, but in the movie, he's like straight up a regular guy. And I feel like in the book, it made it more clear he was already a little like crazy screw loose.
Or wait,
I think you get in the movie that it's like it hinted that he like hit his son and that he was like a violent alcoholic.
Yeah.
So
it's the opposite way.
Yeah. That would make sense.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah. That's the way I looked at it, because I think Nicholson was so good in that role though. The way he could like shift his face to like, just like you could have a shot on him and just his facial expression would almost tell you what he's seeing. Like there's a scene in the bar where he's in there talking to people, and like, dude, it's just the whole mood. It makes you like creeped out by. It's almost like a liminal space.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the original back rooms.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
You know, the one scene that has always stayed with me is like when he's staring at that like the model of like the maze. Like he just has that dead like stare. It's like so fucking creepy, man.
Yeah.
I hear that he might be coming out of retirement to do something. I'm not sure about that.
The Dark Knight 2.
With Jack Nicholson? No, but that'd be sick, man.
Going back to slow build, like
came out in '68. That's so crazy,
and it still looks like probably like the best visual effects you've ever seen.
It's pretty crazy, yeah.
When it comes to movies that like drip with atmosphere, that I feel like you two would understand where I'm coming from with this, and it's considered to be the scariest film ever created, the 1973 The Exorcist.
Oh yeah,
if you haven't sat and rewatched that, I watched that too often for somebody that like is terrified of demon stuff. But like you forget that like the first hour of that film is like a medical drama.
Yeah.
And they're like, and like you kind of get the level of distress because it's this mom and she's like, I don't know what's wrong with my daughter. And her last resort is an exorcism. And I just needed to gush about that movie.
No, I actually have a story about
I fucking love The Exorcist. It's so good.
Well, we usually, so like it's become a thing that we do Halloween here now.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll watch that this year.
It's not a good movie for a group.
Okay.
But we should.
Last year was just Van Helsing, because that's like super
Van Helsing
fun.
was sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to cut you off again.
No, it's okay.
But with The Exorcist, there's The Exorcist, and then there's The Heretic, which is the second one. That one is trash.
Maybe The Shining would be a good one.
That would be great.
That's a good Halloween watch. I always try to throw that on.
However, one of my favorite horror films of all time, because it's a double of crime drama and paranormal, is Exorcist 3.
I hear that's really good.
George C. Scott plays the main detective, and he's got to be, he's a top 5 actor
How
ever.
many
for me.
exorcisms
Yeah,
do
yeah.
They have
Well, there's a
lot
ton of
them.
exorcists.
There's actually, the funniest thing about The Exorcist is that, like, The Exorcist 4, there's 2 different versions of it, because they had the director's cut and then the studio cut, and they're 2 completely different films, but they're both The Exorcist 4. Exorcist 3 is
absolutely insane.
is insane. Brad Dourif, Chucky, plays the main villain in
Oh,
Exorcist 3,
nice.
and it's probably my favorite performance of his. Like just because we talked about it earlier, but like straight up like Heath Ledger tier of like, oh, Brad Dourif is an insane person.
Wow. Have you seen Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That Oscar nominated. I love him in that.
Who directed? Was it Exorcist? It was William Peter Blatty was the director. I think.
Probably.
Yeah, because
yeah.
he directed the 3rd one as well.
Wow, he's got quite the track record.
Yeah.
Wait, he created it though, right?
I think
he wrote the novel.
No, he
wrote the screenplay
He
for the
worked with
first
the
one.
author to adapt it for the first one.
Oh, okay, that makes
And,
sense. Yeah, because he won the Oscar for it.
Yeah. It was. Did it win Best Picture?
No, it should have won Best Picture.
It was Best
The Sting
Screenplay.
won Best Picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's probably the movie we all look back and see. Like, oh no, he did write it. So
He did write. Okay, so I was wrong. So he did the novel and the screenplay.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's fucking baller,
I had it.
man.
I think I had it confused with Nope, it's gone. I was gonna say Alien, but Alien was a weird one because it was Ridley Scott. It was 3 dudes plus H.R. Giger, and they could not agree on how to actually do Alien. Like it was supposed to be. No, hang on. No, my entire train of thought is gone because I'm just thinking about how much I fucking love The Exorcist. But yeah, no, The Exorcist is incredible. Like, and it's another one of those films like The Blair Witch, where if people are like, I don't like The Exorcist because nothing happens, it's like, then you
What are you
just don't
talking
like
about?
movies. Like, and especially for the time, like that's a movie where, you could bring that up. I could bring that up with like either of my grandfathers or either of my grandmas now, about that movie, and it was like, no, you would get ostracized for watching that film back then because the church and the like social acceptance of it, and like you
It's
were
like listening to Black Sabbath.
literally it's in that same bracket. Yeah.
But yet it was a huge hit.
Yeah.
All across the board.
I mean, what did the box office for The Exorcist do? Like,
It was insane.
It was
man.
hundreds
it
of
was
millions.
a blockbuster for
Yeah.
sure. But I was going to say, actually, I have a theater story about The Exorcist because they showed
Really?
it. Yeah, they showed it at Destiny a few years ago, or all throughout, the country. But
fuck me.
Wow. Yeah, I knew it did big numbers, so 440 makes sense. But yeah, so there was this guy who was like on his phone the whole fucking time. He was talking on it, he was recording it, which I'm like, okay, if you're coming to theater record like a fucking phone rip of The Exorcist, why don't you just pull it off of the internet?
It's literally on YouTube for
Yeah,
free.
exactly.
It's $6, but
Dude, he's like, then he like took his shoes off and he was like putting his fucking dirty ass feet on the seat. I actually had to shush him, and people came up to me afterwards like, I want to thank you for doing that. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking sick of this shit, man. But I didn't want to like get confrontational because I already had to go to the bathroom and it was already taking me out the movie. I'm like, I don't want to ruin this experience any further. So that's probably one of like the worst.
Dude, bootleg guys are hilarious to me. Like the first time I saw Van Helsing actually was a bootleg. We had like a CD, like a DVD or something, and I had that for a long time. Like I didn't watch the actual version for like years.
that's awesome.
Wait, what was different about it in the bootleg? Or
It's
just like the
It
quality?
was like
just-
a camcorder.
It's a cam,
That-
and you
okay,
can see
gotcha.
people like standing up and walking around.
That's so
and shit,
funny.
dude.
I remember being in the first time I ever went to New York City. I went there for a taekwondo tournament when I was like 11 or 12, and my buddy's dad got hoodwinked by a guy peddling movies, and he dropped like 10 or 15 bucks on a bunch of like camcorder versions of films, and it
New
was the
release.
one I remember specifically, and Seth is gonna roll his eyes, but was 300.
Oh, okay.
This guy was like over the moon because he's like, this isn't even out in Oswego. It's only out in the theater in New York. And it's like, first off, no, you're wrong. Second off, you actually spent money on a camcorded version of a film that we all know we're going to go see that in like a week.
Right.
Because
Yeah, it's
but a camcorder version of The Exorcist is such a why the fuck moment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in that theater. And dude, when you said hoodwinked, I thought you meant like he got a rip of Hoodwinked.
He might have.
Which I like to call, my buddy, he turned me on to this, the Dirty Crack House movies.
Yeah.
Do you know about this? Just see a little kid in front of the TV, his mom's got a needle in her arm in the crack house.
Yeah,
that's watching Over the Hedge or something.
That's probably a movie that I would have watched like before my dad got custody of me. It would have been like Spy Kids, or no, not even Spy Kids, but Baby Geniuses. Baby Geniuses is a Dirty Crack House movie, dude.
Absolutely,
Holy fuck!
man.
Hang on, we just hit a vein. We just hit an ore. We hit an ore vein right there. We just hit an ore vein with fucking Dirty Crack House movies. Oh my god! Yeah, any Spy Kids film, Baby Geniuses is so funny because when I was a kid, I was like, "This is the greatest movie ever made." It is so bad. Like it's so bad.
And isn't it the guy who made A Christmas Story?
I think
Black
so.
Christmas?
Oh my
That'd be
god!
fucking
had the
crazy,
same
man.
vibe.
Yeah, what an awful fucking film. And they made 2 of them.
Well, I guess this is like a good like pivot moment because speaking of crazy theater experience, I have another one that happened.
Please
very
tell me
recently.
it was Baby Genius's 20th anniversary.
Baby
And
Geniuses
IMAX.
too.
It was actually a tip.
Oh my god,
I
they
think
made another one. They
Yeah,
did.
dude, super
Why?
babies. Super babies.
Why did they think it was a good idea?
Well, yeah, we could just throw this in the
America's
dollar DVD
favorite
bin
talking babies are back.
Yeah. How many?
because everybody was clamoring for that.
Wait, did the first movie make money?
Did it?
We have to find
It had
out.
to make
probably.
something, right? Because like, well, I guess you could make
Well, this is
a
the second
sequel
one.
based on anything, but
What did the second one do?
Oh, wow. Bomb and a half.
that wasn't straight to DVD.
They're in the red.
No.
One of the worst films of all time is actually pretty impressive.
Oh, that's Bob Clark who directed A Christmas Story.
That's actually there's the first one right there.
John Voight and Scott Baio. What a cast!
So the first one
Yeah,
did
that's,
okay.
That's pretty good.
that is really funny.
Wait, scroll up. I want to see who directed it because I don't know if it was also him. Oh, it was him as well.
Wow.
Why was he so hung up on these fucking baby spy movies?
They were
Like,
America's favorite talking babies.
Dude, he loved Baby Spies.
Baby spy movie is a wild,
Such a
wild
crazy
genre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, but I'll tell you though, I think enough time has passed that I can tell this story because it's pretty crazy,
There's
but
like a
not
statute
really.
of limitations.
Well, let's just say I was at Toronto and like right before this I was like clapping cheeks and I was like I got to get to my next screening. So she's like driving me to my fucking screening and I'm going to see It Was Just an Accident, which won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes. So it's like this very prestigious movie and I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, I don't want to fall asleep after, all the rigorous activity I went through. So I go in and I'm like, I got to get my nachos. I got my energy drink. I'm like, I'm ready to go thinking
Wait,
maybe
what
I
did
could
you
fall-
get? Was it a Kickstart?
No, it was the Alani, the orange Alani.
Hell yeah.
So I bought a whole case of Toronto. Like I ordered it from Amazon. I shipped to my buddy's house who drove up, and then like I had to keep like trying to meet up with him to get the drinks because our schedules are because when you're at TIFF, like you're seeing like 3 or 4 movies a day. And like you're not always seeing the same thing, so it's like you're not going to see all the same people at the screening.
Yeah.
It's like a more chaotic version of high school.
Okay.
I'd say without rules, but obviously there's rules in the theater. You want to be respectful. And to that point, I'm like in the theater, I'm getting ready for all this. So the director of this movie, Jafar Panahi, he's an Iranian filmmaker.
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, amazing name, amazing guy, because this guy, every step of the way, all the movies he makes, he's always like making some sort of veiled, well, maybe not even veiled, but criticism of the Iranian government and the regime. And so like he's been arrested many times. He's had to make a movie, like he got put on house arrest and then he could drive a taxi around. The dude made a movie in his fucking taxi. That's how baller he is.
That's pretty sick.
So yeah, man, in this movie, like he filmed without letting them know that he was filming it. And it's just like this big moment, right? And I see him in the fucking wings, man. Just because of the time I arrived there, I'm like, all right, I'm like, I gotta say something to this man. So when I go to the bathroom, I go in, I shake his hand, and the security guards are, no. And we just had like this awkward moment where we kind of looked at each other and was like, well, I think he knew that I meant him well because he kind of gave me a nod. I'm like, all right. And then literally he gets to introduce the movie and then he like goes off and like gets on a flight out of there. So it was like this very like cosmic
You made him that
moment.
upset.
What's that?
You made him that upset.
Well, I don't think he took it that personally. No, but it was like crazy just because I was getting ass. I happened to arrive at that very moment and met Jafar Panahi very briefly. So
That's pretty cool.
that's one
That
of my
is pretty
craziest
sick.
stories.
That is pretty sick.
So because I'm like,
Congrats
yeah, when
on
am I
the
gonna meet
sex.
this guy? What's
Well,
that?
yeah.
Congrats on the sex.
That's true.
Oh,
too.
thank you. Well, let's just say
That's true too.
we'd been priorly, well, not actually engaged, but we had been engaged before, we'll say,
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
regard.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
it was easy, but you know, it was a good time.
What's it like? What's it like?
What, sex before a movie? Or sex
Just
in
like
general?
having sex. Yeah. Like what's that? Is
Well,
it cool?
Yeah, I don't think, I'm
I
not sure.
think you could say that.
I'm not sure if our audience is.
Are all the are there's just virgins watching? Or?
No, that's out of the woods.
But anyway, that might last year at Toronto was like the craziest year I've ever had at the festival. I will
That
say
rules.
that for a fact.
That fucking rules.
But you know, it's an amazing thing with film festivals because you go there and you meet like all the people that you've been watching on the internet for
Yeah.
years, and then you just like you're just hanging out, and it's like, wow, these guys are like super nice, and like I become friends with like there's one guy I mean like binge watching his videos at work, and then like there I am at the festival, and like we're hanging out and becoming buddies, and it's
That
like
is super cool.
That's
yeah.
like when we
It's
met
amazing.
Brendan Schaub.
when you saw who?
like yeah.
We saw Brendan Schaub, the stand-up comedian, and we did a little meet and greet after, and we hung out with him for. It felt like hours, but it was probably like 8 minutes.
Oh, we're
But like, yeah, it's fun. Like, there's something to it, like where you kind of put these people on like a pedestal, or they're mythical or whatever, and then you're like, oh no, you're just a person.
yeah,
it's like humbling.
The scream
It really is.
syndrome or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's
Scream syndrome.
it's the fact that you're only
Oh,
seeing
screen
them
syndrome.
digitally.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like this, I don't know. I think also we've kind of been conditioned to that in a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way all these celebrities are presented and just, I don't know, just the way they act and all this shit like Hollywood, dude. It's
Yeah.
like all fucked. But even on YouTube, yeah, like if you watch hours and hours of something, like even a streamer, if you're watching like Burnt Peanut or some shit or Asmongold or some shit, like if you ran into that guy, you'd be like, holy shit, dude. Like
Yeah.
I've seen, like you'd feel like you know him kind of.
Yeah.
No, it really is that way too. But it's what's amazing about it. It's like I'll just be standing there, like I have a good idea of like some of the details of these people's life. But then I'm like finding about, you know, some of these YouTubers like, oh, like I'm married to my like high school sweetheart. I'm like, wow. It's like I never would have known that, like
Yeah,
watching your
yeah.
channel, you know.
Yeah, it's like with Brendan, I watched Fighter and the Kid all the time.
And he was on The Ultimate Fighter.
And so you feel like you know him already. And so like it makes it easier to approach him for sure. Dude, he's tall too.
Yeah, he's
That
like
dude's
6'5",
big. You don't
yo.
realize how big like MMA fighters are, but that dude's big. So he was a MMA fighter, a heavyweight, and then he became like a stand-up comic. He's like one of Rogan's friends. And dude, like he was a decent comic too.
That was
Like,
the
that's
thing I
another
was
thing is
gonna say.
everybody talks shit about Schaub and how he's not a comic, but like he was pretty fucking good
And his entire set was just him telling stories.
about MMA too.
Yeah,
like,
and then like, but the thing, and this is why I'll always defend him no matter what. He was so fucking nice, and they don't have to be nice. You know
No,
what I
they
mean?
don't, right.
Like, my dad has met a few celebrities. Like, and the crazy thing is because they're like celebrities that he grew up watching. Like, he met Henry Winkler once.
Oh wow, I hear he's the nicest guy.
And he met Larry David one time. But my favorite of his is, so my dad used to do these like motorcycle runs, and there's they would go on a motorcycle ride from like, you know, central New York all the way down like the East
oh,
Coast.
it's sick. Do they have chains and like flaming skulls?
Yeah, and Yo, you've seen my
Flaming
dad. You've seen my
skulls.
dad's bike. Yeah, he's got the flaming skulls and shit, and the fucking
Confederate flag.
no, maybe not on my dad's bike, but probably on my
Well,
uncle's bike.
Don't tread on. me,
Yeah,
please.
but my dad actually went on a motorcycle run with Herschel Walker. The
my God,
fucking
dude,
like
that
he
well, he fought
Leg-
MMA too.
yeah, legendary fucking football player. And it was really funny because like, just like what we were saying, my dad's like, yeah, no, we just talked about like golf and like chicken wings and stuff.
Yeah. Dude, it was like when it was last year at the festival. Well, not last year, but 2024. I met Brady Corbet, the director of The Brutalist, and he was just talking to me about how hot it was in Venice. And he was like saying, oh, it was such and such Celsius. It was like probably 90 degrees. I was like, holy shit. And, you know, I just went up to him after because I had just met Gabriel LaBelle, who was in the...
I thought you were going to say Gabriel Iglesias.
No, no, not him.
Darn.
No, but like he was a really nice guy too. He was in The Fabelmans, the Steven Spielberg movie. And so, you know, I was like, he had to go and get a ride. So I was like, okay, like I got to get a picture with this guy, right? So I kind of looped back around because everyone's like, oh, congrats on, you know, like all that stuff. And I just went back up. I'm like, hey, I got to get going, but you mind getting a picture? And I just introduced myself. I shook my hand. I said, hey, man, it was a pleasure chatting with you, and I'd love to work with you some days. Oh, thanks. Same to you. And it was just a really, like, I feel like these people really just appreciate like a nice, genuine conversation. And I think people get really hung up on the fact that it's like, oh, they did this or that. It's like, not just talk to them like normal human beings, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
And honestly, it goes a long way.
They're
in
literally
the
just people. That's the reality. And it's like they probably would definitely prefer that kind of conversation to some guy going, oh my God, I'm gonna sign this. You
that
know
was
what I mean?
Wow, it has to be like 4 or 5 years ago now, maybe even longer, because I think it was pre-pandemic. I saw Blue October live in Rochester, one of my favorite bands ever. But after the show, they didn't have VIP tickets or meet and greet tickets. No, if you were at the show, you got to take pictures and get autographs with the band after.
Wow.
And like that alone was like, yeah, Blue October fucking rules. You get to hang out with Justin, and I remember I say hang out, but you just got to speak to him for a bit. But I remember getting a book autograph from him, and it was a Blue October book that I got for like a Christmas present or something, but it was like a hardcover first edition, like one of 1,000 books of like his memoirs. It was basically like, it was a lyric book of their first like 4 albums with like his actual notes put into the book. And just that like handing him the book and having him look at me, and he goes, wow, you know, there was only 1,000 of these made. He goes, you're not going to sell this, are you? And I go, fuck no. I didn't think it was going to be worth anything. I go, it's just one of my favorite books. And, but like being able to see like one of your idols and just being like, I literally just like, thank you. Like your music has helped me with my recovery.
Yeah. So
I like that alone is just immaculate.
I went to see Between the Buried and Me. It was the second time I ever saw them.
What was it?
Between the Buried and Me, they're called.
Okay.
And the second time I ever saw them, they're my favorite band. And they, after the show, were like just outside hanging out. And like, they're not a huge band. No. So it's perfect because they're just going to be walking around like, you know, unloading shit or whatever. So I run into Blake Richardson and I'm like, dude, you guys have like shaped my metal journey. So like, I have to like just thank you, and I appreciate the hell out of what you guys do. And he was so nice, dude. And it's like, that's the reality, man. They're just people. It's like when people run into us in real life, they're like, oh my God, it's you guys.
No shit. I mean, I've literally had that happen before.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're like, dude, I'm just a guy, you know, relax.
Not with this show, with the other show.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I'm like, you know,
the one people respect.
I respect this show if it's worth anything.
Well, that was the thing, was like,
I'm like, I'll sign that stack of headshots, but like, just chill out, you know?
Like I had with Out of the Woods, it's being used in the curriculum for the recovery, for like local recovery centers. And when I go to meetings and stuff, people now, I mean, obviously it's biased because they see me all the time anyway, but I never talked about Out of the Woods in meetings. And now I'm having people like, I'll go to other meetings that I don't normally go to that are like, oh, you're I'm the podcast guy. And I'm like, yes, only watch the one though. they're like,
Only the
oh,
one?
you do 2 shows? And I go, yeah, the other show will trigger you. Like you'll relapse if you listen to Clear Shots.
Like immediately.
You like plug it at the end of every time you share. You're like clearshots.com.
Yeah.
Clear Shots podcast.
Because like I got really antsy when people were like, yeah, we're checking out your podcast and stuff. And I'm like, oh, and I like forget that I have we have a serious show that we do. And I'm like, oh God. Are they gonna go back and like see the old episodes of Clear Shots where I'm just like chugging natty daddies and like,
it exists.
Yeah, it does. It's there. It's forever. It's about the journey.
Yeah, it's cool.
But
Yeah. I was going to say, though, it's amazing when, like, you get those moments. I haven't had anybody come up to me yet, but that same, like, right
it'll
after we
happen
got
now that you've been on Clear Shots.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it
No,
won't
but-
take long.
It was crazy because... So that time I went to the theater, I was saying about the guy who in AMC. So like immediately afterwards, we were like telling the story to my buddy's fiance at the time, and literally right after, someone came up to us. He was like with his dad, and he came up to my buddy Justin. It's like, oh yeah, my son's like a big fan of the channel. It's like, you mind getting a picture? And like my buddies who didn't like know, just like, holy shit, he's big. And I'm like, yeah, I told you, man.
That's dope.
So it was like, I have never experienced it myself, but to see it happen in person, I was like, wow. I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like that must be, and it's like, what I think they're at a level where it's like, it doesn't happen, like they're at like 60,000 something. So it's like, it doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's like kind of like a sobering
That's
moment.
like where you want to be though, because then it's
Yeah.
like
Intimate.
it's cooler.
Yeah.
It's a cooler moment.
Yeah.
It's not like you have 50 people in line waiting.
Right.
That's totally different. Because then you're like, I got to get through all these fucking people.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, it's just exhausting at
Yeah.
that point.
That's like what I like about what we do, because we've been doing Clear Shots. It's going to be 9 years this year.
What, has it been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like,
yeah, it would be 17, right? Was it? 2017?
Yeah. But like my favorite thing is, because I always joke and I'm like, yeah, I go, we do a podcast that nobody really listens to, but the people that do listen, it's just for us and the people that do. And it's one of those things where like I've said it to Seth before, like I literally have had nightmares about Clear Shots becoming a thing.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is like, what happens if it does? Because then we're like, oh fuck, like what do we do now? Do we have to quit our jobs or some shit? Like,
Yeah, like I don't want to do that. And like I love the show and it's fun. It's like one of my favorite things
we
that I
have
do.
to start doing it like at least every week. And then we have
Yeah,
to
and
do
then
it-
you start worrying about quality.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole point of the show is
is
that,
that there's no quality.
yeah, that's the whole thing. It's the best
you
part.
got the setup going. I think there's a little, give yourself
You know,
some credit.
It's like a mom and pop, like I don't know, it's like RC Cola,
yeah.
you know?
But maybe that's the appeal of it, just the very homegrown sort of experience, just the guys shooting the shit.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah. And the reality is we just like were listening to podcasts back then. And we were like, fuck it, let's just do one. Like we say funny shit sometimes.
Yeah.
So I take it there's a lot of, let's say, spicy material from the early days.
It was just mostly like, because like it was mostly, I mean, we did, but I would get hammered.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But then-
I think I should start drinking on the show a little more.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I would love to
That'd
like
that
crack
would be
open
funny.
a bottle right
That'd be
now,
funny
you know?
and concerning for people to tune in. And like, if you had a beer in your hand and I'm sitting here and they're like, how? Because people do that.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
it's-
clinking a glass.
Yeah.
around, dude.
No, people do though, and it's like out of concern, and it's nice, but it's also like I've talked about it on the other show where it's like this like I'm the one with the problem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it's like people. It's like kind of one of those situations where people think like getting upset about it is helping, but it's like
yeah.
not really.
Yeah, like yeah, it's just I'm not allowed to you're not allowed to murder people. You're not supposed to do
Yeah.
that. Like it's in that same bracket for me. I'm not allowed to drink anymore, thank God.
I saw a thing today about a guy who murdered somebody, right?
Yeah.
But what he did was he was a Twitch streamer and he pre-recorded like a 6-hour stream and he played it live on stream as his
like an alibi?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Which is actually kind of a good idea. The problem is didn't work too good.
No. I saw there was my favorite comedian ever is Doug Stanhope. Absolutely just the best comedian in my opinion. And one of his guys in his entourage got diagnosed with, this isn't a funny story, but it is. I'm gonna giggle.
So we're gonna laugh at
He got diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, and he went up to Alaska.
This isn't funny at all.
He went up to he went all the way up.
You set it up.
He went all the way up to Alaska and fired erratic gunshots at his ex-wife, and then drove up to his ex-father-in-law's house and murdered his ex-father-in-law. And then they found him dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound after.
Oh, like a Chris Benoit.
Yeah, not as cool though. He didn't do it. Like wasn't a cool finishing move.
Yeah, definitely not a funny story.
No,
Yeah.
no, but funny adjacent, because like maybe he should have set up a Twitch stream. But then I guess he would have gotten caught anyway.
Yeah, I guess what they did was they looked at like the metadata and
Yeah.
they could see that it was like an uploaded file and shit. Which we do that now with the wrestling podcast. It's pretty cool. Before the stream, what I'll do is play the episode from the last episode, and we just play it on the live stream, and it's just like, hey, stay tuned until 7 when we go live. It's pretty fucking cool.
That's dope.
Because that way you have like time to aggregate, let people join, and post things out to social media.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We like doing that live because it's more like current event type shit. We're talking about what's happening.
Yeah, in this show we always end up
We record on weird days too sometimes.
yeah, and then
not
it's
the same day.
it's like a lot of retreading topics, but mostly like I was thinking about this before, was like our lives were so much more chaotic the first half, like in the bedroom era. Crazier shit was happening. All like, remember Weed Guy?
yeah.
Guy.
There was Weed Guy. And then like I always had fucked up stories about all the healthcare jobs I was working and just shenanigans I'd get into because I was drunk.
Yeah.
And, like talking shit in strange places.
Yeah, it becomes a natural thing. Like the older you get, the more settled in you get to that. So it's like
Where it's like now my life is just I work a 9 to 5, I go to AA, and then I'm here. And we just talk about like Halo and Pokemon and shit like in sports.
Yeah.
Which kind of works, honestly.
Yeah.
But
For me, it's like that's why I like need to get out of this town, man. Because I'm just like I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm like very comfortable with where I am. Like you know, I live at home. I got like, this is no exaggeration, over 100 movies from Turner Classic Movies saved on the DVR. Don't think I'm going to get through all of those, but hey, you know, we'll keep recording shit.
is it a TiVo?
No. It's like, well, we actually have Spectrum. So,
Okay.
you know, it's like we get like in the old fashioned style, you could say. And I just bought a 4K television, so that's pretty pristine. But it's just like, you know, I'm doing my routine. I'm going to work at nights, and I'm just like, I need to put myself in a different space, like literally and like, or physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, I need to get going.
Some people don't like being comfortable though. You know what I mean? Some people want to get going and constantly have shit change, and I don't like that chaotic. Like, there's been times in my life where shit's like moving around a lot and things are changing rapidly, but I don't love it. Not for long durations.
I mean, it's
like,
not a comfortable feeling. For
I want to
sure,
lock
you know?
in, dude. I want to just fucking
Yeah.
do my thing.
I got all that out of my system. You know, then my last hurrah, like when I was in rehab, I lived in Philadelphia, and that was pretty dope. And you kind of like, it's so, I mean, I was in rehab for one, so I had a bit of a leash on me, but you kind of discover shit about yourself when you're in unfamiliar places. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize I liked playing guitar as much as I did until I wasn't home anymore. And it was like, oh, this is a thing I do. Now it's a thing I do. Like, I don't even really play video games anymore. I've been playing guitar like a lot, like 3 or 4 hours a night, every night.
Damn.
It's been fucked up.
My rule was
that's good,
always
man.
play
Yeah.
at least an hour a day. I
Yeah.
always tried to do that. I've neglected that a little bit more the last couple of years, but I've been getting back into playing again.
Yeah.
So.
And I like that you play electric and I play acoustic. So
Yeah,
that way,
we
like,
could
we're not like really poaching each other's like fandoms.
Yeah, we could do like a cool like jam session here.
That's what I was saying. Come down and give the vocals.
That would be sick.
We could do it right in
Sing
here. Dude.
along.
I got wireless receivers. We could put it right through the interface.
Yep, because I've been playing. I actually put on Facebook today. I was getting a lot of complaints because all the songs I put on Facebook are sad.
Oh,
but it's like, dude, 90% of the music that I play is Pink Floyd.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So yeah,
Hey, you.
literally, yeah. And like, but like what I like about guitar is like it's a mission for me. And like when I see a song and I'm like, I need to learn how to play this song, but I don't, like the past like 3 weeks has been exclusively B chords. Like growing up, I've been playing guitar since I was like 10 or 11, and I never could get down B chords back then. But if you can learn a B flat or a B minor, you can play 99% of Pink Floyd's discography.
Yeah.
Just got to put a lot of weight down on that fucker.
It sucks. And then it's like,
well, that's an acoustic guitar thing, though.
Yeah.
It's like electric guitars are a lot easier to play.
yeah. And that's what I started with as a kid. I only played electric as a kid.
Yeah.
So naturally, it's like a harder progression than from going to acoustic to electric.
Well, I don't know. It all depends.
I think it's, yeah.
I just think acoustic guitars, they're a lot more stiff. They're harder to play because the way the strings are more threaded. You have
literal indents on my fingers.
Yep.
Still.
You have the wound strings up until your D string too. So it's like, on electric, your top 3 strings are, standard strings. But I don't know. I played both. I always played both. Like, I think there's just because I like a lot of different types of music. So you're like, well, if I want to play an acoustic song, I need an acoustic guitar. So, but also like a lot of progressive rock has both.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, especially if you're getting a Pink Floyd. I mean, just the "Wish You Were Here" album alone is like such a flux.
Well,
amazing.
You can't unzip me on Pink Floyd. I'll go crazy because
nowadays you can get pretty good like VST plugins that'll make your electric guitar sound like an acoustic guitar. It's never going to be quite as full, but you get a pretty good sound from it.
Wish You Were Here is such a fucking incredible album.
Oh, that's like top 50 for sure.
With Pink Floyd, it's like a lot of people, obviously you have Dark Side of the Moon, and then if they don't mention Dark Side of the Moon, they mention The Wall. But for me, man, Obscured by Clouds.
That's an underrated one. I really like
my
that.
number one. That is my favorite album of theirs ever. Because,
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that.
It's that and The Division Bell are my 2 favorite
I still
albums.
haven't gotten to Division Bell. I got to do it.
Is just too good. Like The Division Bell is sad. It's a sad album. It was their last album, and it's kind of like David Gilmour and Richard Wright are like lamenting, how the band ended up breaking up, and then throwing like personal relationship drama and stuff. But Obscured by Clouds, if I remember correctly, was originally made as a soundtrack.
Yeah.
And but that is like, oh man, I fucking love that album a lot. And it's like, it also has like this weird like British, because they're from England, but it's got like this weird almost Beatlesy type of vibe for like one of their songs called Free For on Obscured by Clouds, like as a big like just a more poppy vibe. But then like the Syd Barrett era is weird, like where you have the Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
I fucking love that
Their
album.
first album is super good, but it's tough because like a lot of all their albums, you should do it like this, but like especially Piper at the Gates of Dawn, you have to listen to the whole thing at once.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I approach most records.
Almost every album. Yeah.
Then after that is Saucer Full of Secrets. That's another really good one.
It's underrated.
And Adam Hart Mother, the one with the cow on the album cover, is the weirdest.
It's not my favorite.
It's super weird. It's super weird. Like
I think people felt that way about the Beatles when they did Sgt. Pepper.
Yes.
Really?
And I think that album was honestly like one of my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's my favorite of theirs.
It's one of the greatest albums of all time.
That's the first vinyl I ever bought was Sgt. Pepper's.
I was just listening to work the other night, actually.
That's
before
dope.
I clocked out, yeah.
Then they had, I think it was before Adam Hart Mother, they did music from the film More, which was another soundtrack. That one is fine.
I haven't heard that one.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's oh, and then there's Umaguma.
Which
of course has the coolest out of all of them. It's my favorite album cover. If you could pull up, it's Umaguma, UMMA.
It's like all the band members, right?
Yeah, and it's like an optical illusion.
Oh,
yeah,
I never realized
where
that.
it's them all sitting there, and then they're all changing locations, and then also outfits.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
Why did
yeah.
I never know? Maybe because I'm like not a huge fan of the album, so I just never.
It's not a good one. The live version of the album is good, or the live album part of it. But then Metal is also up there.
Metal's very good.
It has Echoes. That's one of my favorites. Then Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, everybody knows
That's
it.
like my second favorite album ever.
Then
Yeah.
Wish You Were Here. Animals is also S tier for me.
That's my third favorite.
I think my S tier was Obscured by Clouds, Division Bell, Animals, and Wish You Were Here.
Not even Dark Side.
It's tough because it's you know what I mean.
Too,
you know what I mean.
So it's the same for me with certain bands. Like sometimes it feels like it's overplayed, not overplayed, but it feels like Sometimes you want to be a contrarian too. If you're like a fan of a band specifically,
you don't want to have your favorite like
be the most popular one. It's like I don't want Metallica. Like if I'm a Metallica fan, I don't want Master of Puppets to be like the one or something. You know,
right?
Like I don't know. Ride the Lightning was my favorite Metallica album.
Mine's the Black Album.
That's a great album actually, but that's also pretty fucking popular opinion.
Yeah. The Wall. I like The Wall. I like it.
Great, but it's not like their best.
No, and then
It's
the final cut. I didn't even appreciate the final cut until within the past couple of years. I hated that album my whole life.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not big on it, but it's
I
not
never
bad.
did like deep dives on these albums. That's the thing.
They're great. I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but
I'd say most of them are.
Yeah, like if you go from Obscured by Clouds was 1970. I think maybe 71.
It was an album right before Dark Side, I believe.
Maybe.
It was like 71. Wait.
It was right before Metal.
Oh, so Metal and then okay, got it.
If you go from Obscured by Clouds all the way up to the Division Bell, honestly, like Momentary Lapse of Reason is great. But that one has a lot of like it actually almost sounds like a Dire Straits album.
Oh, really?
Like it has a lot of 80s, like you could tell it was made in the 80s. And then
kind of don't mind that.
Actually though, my favorite piece that they've ever released was
fucking 80s rock music, dude. I'm so huge.
They have the live album.
Fucking stand for 80s rock.
A Delicate Sound of Thunder is one of their live albums that they came out with in like 88 or 89. That front to back. You know, so I'm going to go off on a tangent about Grateful Dead real quick.
Oh,
I'm not the biggest Grateful Dead guy. I like them. Don't get me wrong, but I never understood.
There's a couple songs for me. Like,
but like when people go, "Oh, you got to listen to the live albums and not the studio albums for the Grateful Dead," I was like, "Okay."
I think you should listen to studio albums too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But with Delicate Sound of Thunder with Pink Floyd, that's when it clicked for me, where it was like, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe there's some to these live albums." Because like the first one I think of when I think of a live album is AC/DC Live, which is also probably my favorite AC/DC album.
I think with certain bands there is that, but I also think some bands don't improvise the way that others do.
Yeah,
there's some bands that just want to play it, you know, the way it is.
Yeah.
And that's great because then you can appreciate the musicians that they can play it like it's on the fucking album. But then you also sometimes, I don't know, some people like Dave Matthews Band because they just jam out for fucking 15 minutes in the middle of the song.
Then the last Floyd album was The Endless River, which is good, but it's just unused music from the Division Bell, if I remember right.
Oh, so that's why you say Division Bell is their last album.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I was wondering.
Because like The Endless River is good. It's like just under an hour long, and there's only one song with vocals. I mean, I think there's technically two because they actually have Stephen Hawking doing a voiceover for one of their songs, which is cool. But the best part about The Endless River is the last song on the album is called Louder Than Words, and that is great. I just love Pink Floyd, man. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, they're definitely top 5 bands for me.
Yeah, I'm a fucking slut for all their stuff. Like, I mean, that's what I saw this past week. I saw Brit Floyd, Pink Floyd cover band. It's like our 8th or 9th time my parents and I going to see them live, and they just pull off a crazy fucking like 1-to-1 ratio. Because I've seen Roger Waters and David Gilmour both live, and like Brit Floyd is somehow better than the actual guys.
It's funny. Like I was talking to Brian about it. I was like, it's so weird. Like considering like it's cover bands of a specific band is so weird to me, you know? Like I never, if I was like the front man, it would just feel uncomfortable because I'd feel like I'm trying to impersonate somebody all the time.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to, and I'd also want some level of creativity.
Exactly.
It feels like a love letter. Those shows. I'll have to bring you next year.
Yeah, that's effectively what it is, though.
Yeah,
yes.
because they
But
actually.
it's like if I was good enough, I'd just be in a Between the Buried and Me cover band.
Right.
But I don't think that's ever going to happen, dude. They're way too technical.
No, but I was going to say, though.
I don't think there is one because who's covering that shit? No one's covering that shit.
Well, you could be the first.
Well, yeah, but it's going to take a minute.
You'll have to practice for 2 hours a day.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
No, but I was going to say, speaking of live albums, have you guys heard At Fillmore East by the Allman Brothers Band?
No.
Oh, I've heard bits and pieces of that for sure.
Oh,
Allman
my
Brothers
goodness.
Band is sick, dude. They're so much fun.
They did.
Amazing.
Wait, hang on. They did. Wait. It's from fucking the Devil's Rejects, isn't it? Isn't one of their songs from the Devil's Rejects? Who's the Allman Brothers Band?
I don't think I've seen. I think I did see the Devil's Rejects.
Midnight Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the opening song from the Devil's Rejects.
Man, there's like you listen to that album in full, and it's crazy because they were saying when they recorded this that it was an off night, and yet they play every single note fucking perfectly.
It's so insane.
And it's just like, and the thing that Dwayne Allman was younger than me when he died and when he recorded that. And he's like probably I think the greatest guitar player after Jimi Hendrix.
He's up there, yeah. There's so many though. But I've also grew up watching guitar players like Steve Vai, and I mean, you know, it's like there's a million of guitar. It's so hard to judge like who's the best because there's so many different ways to play the guitar.
Sure.
Like there's guys that can just do different. Like Jimi Hendrix made sounds that people hadn't heard before, and it was just something. He was able to turn the guitar into something else. And then you had, I don't know, like you had Pantera doing wild shit. And you had like, because just Dimebag Darrell's approach to the guitar was totally different. He'd do like this dive, like these squeals. And I don't know. It's just like, then you have Steve Vai who's like accenting with the guitar differently than anyone else and feeling things differently. Pink Floyd did a lot of that stuff too. A lot of bends and stuff like that. So it's really hard to tell. Like if you want to go, oh yeah, this guy's the best guitar player ever. Some people will say it's some guy that's shredding like Michelangelo Badio or some shit. Or, you know, they like somebody that's, I don't know, from fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers or some shit. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Sure. I mean, I will say I've seen them live, and John Frusciante is like the greatest live guitar player I've ever seen. Like every time he would like play a note, I fucking blew my mind.
I fucking love when they play it to the album. That's just the way I look at it. Like, I don't care about a jam band going off and improvising. I want them to play the song because I hate studio bands. So like I don't like a band that can only play shit in the studio.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. They got to have that versatility to them.
Yeah, I want you to be able to play your song.
Right.
You know? Like I don't want it to be all patchwork in the studio. That's stupid.
Well, I will say though, like I think, you know, Jake was mentioning about the Grateful Dead. Like honestly, I love like their studio era, like that folk era with you know, Working Man's Dead, American Beauty. But my favorite album from them actually is Europe 72.
Really?
Yeah, man, because there's like a couple of songs where like what astounds me is like just the lengths that Jerry Garcia would like play like these flawless guitar solos that just seemingly came out of nowhere. It's a long ass album, and it probably goes on a little bit too long. I will say that. But my goodness, like the playing on that album is some of the best I've ever heard in my life. Like Jerry Garcia's in my top 5 guitar players, I would say. Actually, what would you say is your favorite, like your top 5 guitarists? Do you have it like off the top of your head?
No, I don't think I could do that. Like I said, I just think guys play it in such different ways. Sometimes you look at a guy and you're like, this guy feels the guitar. Like Zeppelin was a lot like that. You could see just like he would just kind of play with his eyes closed and be like, I'm just feeling the notes. Like I don't even need to look. I just am, my brain knows what I'm going to play and I'm putting it out there.
Sure, sure.
It's a connection to the guitar. But other guys are just like, I'm just going to shred scales faster than you've ever heard.
Like Van Halen or whatever.
Yeah, even
he's
Van
up
Halen.
there for me. Yeah.
Van Halen was incredible because he, you know, like I had never seen the way he'd do taps and stuff like that. And it's just like the innovation sometimes you see and you're like, wow, dude, this guy's fucking absolutely incredible. But he was creative too.
Like that's what I think it is for me. Like when I think of like what is my favorite guitar players, I try to combine it with, of course, what I like the most, but also like who is the most technically proficient and influential.
Yeah, and
so
the tone that they're putting out, like you know, some people just their guitar sounds different than anybody else.
Oh, totally. Like when you hear "Beat It," like in that guitar, you know it's Eddie Van Halen, and it's like, oh my goodness, when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
Dude, even guys I don't like, you can tell who it is, like Zach Wilde or like I don't know. But I don't know, man. That's just all genres are different in the way that you approach them.
Sure.
And I really do like a lot of these accenting bends because it's so much emotion that you're putting into it. Like what's the Comfortably Numb solo? That's all bends. And there's just like a melodic like soaring to it. And it's beautiful.
You can like feel it in your soul, that guitar solo. Honestly, I'm thinking about this. I might think that David Gilmour is like, maybe not like what he's playing today, but I think he might be the best guitarist who's still alive.
He's fantastic. Yeah.
But you said, or actually, no, it was Jake saying that he saw both Waters and Gilmour live. Yeah, like my buddies actually went to see Gilmour like a year ago or so, and they said it was great. And I wish that I got a chance to see, but you know, that's the thing that's hard with concert going. It's like, what do I allocate my tickets to? Where do I, what show do I go to? Who do I see? So I don't know about you, but like when I try to go see an artist, I like to, go after my favorites who might not still be around for much longer, because like I want to say, like my first concert outside of COVID, my best buddy who I've been friends with since second grade, he had an extra ticket to Billy Joel.
Okay.
So that was like the first like out of COVID concert in 2021, and that was great. That was at I think it was at the Buffalo Bills Stadium.
I remember that. Yeah.
Did you go to it or
no? But I do remember it being like a thing, and I don't know. I thought Jake went to it, or he was going to, or some shit.
Well, I'll have to ask him when he comes back in if he went to that one, but. Yeah, like it was amazing. Like I saw McCartney at the Dome, which is probably the best concert I've ever been to. Dylan, I got to see. Well, not really, because he just got on stage, didn't say anything. Oh, thank you, and then he left. But it was still. It's like you hear that voice, you know you're in the presence of Bob fucking Dylan. There's a magnitude to that you can't really replicate or feel anywhere else.
Especially with those bands, there's like a deadline. Right?
Yeah,
you're like, oh man, they're not gonna be around for much longer. So I gotta go, you know what I mean?
Definitely with Dylan for sure. And yet again, it's like I feel like I've chosen well throughout the years. Like last year, was it last? Oh my goodness, the years of flying by, man.
Probably,
it was 2024. 2024. Like we saw Stevie Wonder at Madison Square Garden, and because he never really like goes on tour, so we're like, well, we have to. And it wasn't like my favorite concert I've been to. But just to see him, like, and hear his voice still in that shape for his age, it was absolutely incredible, man.
Dude, that guy's fantastic.
He's, like, maybe the greatest musician alive, I would say.
He's up there, honestly.
Yeah. Because he is a great fucking drummer.
It depends on how you consider it, too. Like, I always look at this as, like, there's great musicians, but there's great composers.
Yeah,
like, I always thought, like, Sting was one of the best songwriters ever. And I don't really love a lot of his shit, but like you can tell the way it's composed and the way he utilizes layers and everything. It's just like he writes fantastically.
For sure.
And I remember I was a big fan of him, and they're like a goth metal band, I guess you would say. And then we were on their farewell tour. I was like, I have to go to this. And they were playing with CKY. Have you ever heard of CKY?
I don't think I have.
They they got big in the like Jackass stuff. Well, I guess it would be there was a movie called CKY. It was like there before Jackass was a thing.
Oh, okay.
And it was those guys. And Bam Margera's brother is the drummer for that band. So that was kind of like the big thing, but they always played with him. So I wanted to see both of them, and it was fantastic. We went to Philadelphia, and Bam was there, and like Phil Margera and April Margera, like everybody, because they're from Philadelphia, so they were all there. It was pretty awesome, and I was like, it's the farewell tour. I have to do it because they're one of my favorite bands. And so like it's this deadline, dude. You feel like you have to. And I had to, because if it is their last tour, I have to see it.
And they haven't come back, right? Or...
No.
Yeah. See.
He, their lead singer does his own thing, like his own project or whatever, but it's never the same. It's like when Linkin Park came back, it's like, that's not the same stuff. It's just not. They have like a female singer now or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting.
I don't know who, I don't remember who she is, but it was funny too with Linkin Park. They put out a couple songs that were never released after Chester had died. So like they just were songs that were already recorded. I don't know if they were mastered or whatever, but they just didn't make it onto albums, and they came out and they were like pretty big hits. Like honestly, a couple of them were.
Oh, I wasn't even aware that like they had like a takeoff like that after the fact.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah, it was pretty cool. Dude, Linkin Park was great. That was one of the first albums I ever had was Linkin Park Hybrid Theory.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
And Creed, Weathered. I had Creed, Weathered, and then Backstreet Boys, Millennium. Dude. That's a fantastic album. I don't care what anybody says.
Is that the one with
they're in like all white. It's got like every song.
I think this is the one I'm thinking of. Oh, the one it has "I Want It That Way" on it.
Yeah, dude, it's got like everything on it. Larger than life, dude. I mean, come on.
Man, I need to like listen to more of their hits, because like I'm just very aware of like "I Want It That," like the common netizens,
Yep.
So that's the thing, man. Like I've listened to a lot of music. I like to think I'm well versed, but there's still always someone's like, "Have you listened?" I'm like, "No, I haven't gotten to them yet." They're like, "What the hell?" And I'm like, "Look, man, there's many musicians,
dude. Yeah, I have like." All of my friends growing up listened to Dream Theater, and I really never got into Dream Theater.
I vaguely heard of them,
and every time I tell them that, they're like, how does that even make any sense? And it's like, I don't know, dude. I just never did the dive. Like, and then again, I think it's the way I approach the whole thing. It's like I almost want to listen to the discography.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Like I want to spin the album. It's like in its entirety, and then listen to the next one and like see the progression of where they went,
Dude, thank you for saying that, because like I say that all the time, where I'm like, I actually like I'm very like OCD about that, where I'm like, I gotta listen to this in order.
Yeah. And no one does that anymore because everything's streaming services. So they're just like, here's the top 10 songs from them, and then you just hit play, and then it's you just go through it. But the problem with that is you hear like the peak, and then it just like, you know what I mean? You want to have the ups and downs, like the ebbs and flows.
Sure, man. I think like, obviously this is an obvious answer, but I think the best example of that is the Beatles. Yeah, like they have like yet again, it was like they did it in such a like short time span when you really break it down. Like to see their influence still is like arguably like the greatest and most influential band of all time. To see they did in less than 10 years, you're like, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah, they actually were unbelievable because they covered so much ground in that amount of time. And some albums you're just like, what? This is just a regular like pop album.
Yeah.
And then other albums, you're like, what is this like trippy psychedelic shit that they're doing?
You're like listening to Revolution 9.
It's insane. It's completely different.
No, man, but yet again, it's like
But it shows the flexibility and like capability of how good they can write, and how well they work together as composers, all that shit.
Oh, totally, man. And like, yet again, like to think that they were just doing, well, obviously they always had some originals, but like a lot of those first couple albums were just like cover songs, and a lot of great cover songs, I might add. But yet again, then you go like you look at that leap from like Or let's just say you take out like a gap in the middle. You look at Hard Day's Night, and then you look at Revolver, and you're just like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, people wouldn't even be able to tell it's the same band.
No, not at all. But, well, actually, what is your favorite Beatles album?
I don't know, dude. For me, it's honestly either Abbey Road or Sgt. Pepper.
That's fair. Abbey Road is my favorite, like, de facto album of all time, I would say.
Yeah.
But, like, for me, like, I'd have to go... Yet again, it's like saying that, it's like, oh, this is, like, my third favorite Beatle. It's, like, one of my favorite albums of all time when I say, like, Sgt. Pepper is there.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But, like, Revolver is probably second, then Sgt. Pepper. Magical Mystery Tour, man. I know, they just kind of threw it together, like, the back... But that really is one of...
It's
like,
a fun album.
Yeah, man, but beat for beat, I think it's like one of the greatest albums ever because it's like there's like no misses on that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
fair.
Blue Jay Way is probably like the least, and even that's a really good song. You know, it's like really trippy and out there. So.
Dude, even just like looking at the covers,
you
can see the way they were like moving throughout their discography. It's wild.
And yeah, just from a cultural standpoint, like you almost see like the 60s in flux.
Yeah.
Through the way, and then you get the Sgt. Pepper, you're like, whoa, okay.
It's
and then
really fucking cool, dude.
Them in the furry costumes, Magical Mystery Tour.
Yep. Dude, I took there was a class like when I was in middle school about the Beatles, which is kind of weird. Now that I look at it, it was just a class that I don't even know if we were required to take it, but it happened.
What, at OMS?
Yeah.
Wait, did Brewster do that?
I can't remember the teacher's name.
Well, actually, no. You're a few years older than me, so you might not have had Brewster back in because he was at Fitzhugh, and then he went to the middle school. Shout out to Paul Brewster, the OG.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it was just
Mr. Brewster was the man.
He is.
Who was the
great guy.
Who was the music teacher before him? She was also cool.
Oh, I remember her. Yeah,
I cannot remember her name.
dude. I was fucking shredding that.
We had Mr.
recorder.
Heater too. Mr. Heater was like
I should get.
All three of us went to Fitzhugh.
He is the one who got me into music.
Yeah,
he had me his first year in third grade. Yeah.
We were talking because I actually took a Beatles class in middle school, which is crazy. Dude, how many people have taken a Beatles class in middle school? That's so weird.
Yeah, we didn't have that as an option.
Yeah,
I took
even know
Spanish.
Right? That's what we had instead of the Beatles.
Yeah, I think it was a music class, but it was just about the Beatles. Like, let's get real. It's just about the Beatles.
I hated the Beatles when I was a kid.
Really?
I didn't get it. I actually didn't get it. But
it was it was on the short list of bands that my dad refused to listen to. It's like the Beatles, the Who, the Rolling Stones, and Black Sabbath.
Did you take a shit?
He doesn't listen to them?
Dude, I took a 2.3 pound shit.
2.3 pounds.
I was going to say you were gone for a while.
Yeah. I've been eating a lot of lettuce.
Oh, okay.
That's why I put that scale in the toilet because I wanted to make sure that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
They probably make toilets with like a scale built into it now.
They should.
Seems
Yeah, and then also UConn beat Duke on a buzzer beater.
Oh, okay.
So UConn made the Final Four.
There you go. I also have to check out the Angels game.
Yeah, I saw the
Who'd they
Beatles
play?
discography was on the recently searched. Yeah, the Beatles I didn't understand. And my I think I've mentioned this before maybe, but my favorite thing about the Beatles is that they did everything that they did in only like 4 or 5 years.
That's what we were saying.
Yeah,
Like,
It's like that's the
fucking
craziest
crazy.
fucking like I think about Pink Floyd and it was like, yeah, Pink Floyd was around for like decades. And then the Beatles, literally everything they did, you could get a fucking bachelor's degree in the amount of time.
Yeah, and I thought it was just a really impressive thing because again, I didn't really look at the scope of it until later on, but I just thought it was impressive that they basically like personified the entire era that they were making music in.
Yeah. And then also like people pick on Ringo Starr, but literally all 4 of those guys are insanely talented.
Oh, super talented. I mean, you listen to Ringo's drumming patterns, and there is nothing like it. Like, he obviously, like, I do think the other 3 in some ways, well, maybe not even instrumentalists, because I feel like he might be the most adept besides Paul on the bass. I think he's like one of the top greatest bassists in history. And the fact that Paul, like, he reluctantly picked up the bass because they needed a bass player. And he's like, has the most melodic bass lines you will ever hear in your fucking life. It's crazy to me. But Ringo, like, he put the beat in the Beatles. I mean, I know it's a cliche, but it's really true. Like, he was the perfect drummer for the songs that they wrote and the style that they were going for.
Yeah.
I think my other two favorite bassists are Flea and Geddy Lee.
That's good. That's a good one.
Lee, dude, is just absolutely ridiculous.
Rush rips.
Rush was also...
That's a band that, like, everybody knows Rush.
Yeah.
But, like...
Yeah.
I don't get... I have a Rush hoodie that I wear pretty much all the time, and it's got the Starman on the back. And whenever somebody's like, dude, Rush fucking rules, they're immediately a wicked cool guy in my book.
Yeah.
No, I think for me, Rush is like, I like them, but I'm not huge into like all the prog bands outside of Floyd, I would say. But dude, like, with that being said, I would still put Neil Peart in like my top 3 drummers because that guy was a fucking beast.
He's top 2 for me, and he ain't number 2.
Have you listened to Porcupine Tree?
No, I haven't. I think I've heard of them vaguely, but
you might like them.
They're pretty good.
I'm going to have to look that up right now.
They're very good, actually.
I'm going to put that on.
I can't even be pedantic about it. Porcupine Tree rips.
Yeah. They also like have a lot of different sounds throughout their albums.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Yes is very good. I love Genesis.
Oh, Yes is great. Yeah,
I fucking love Genesis. Peter Gabriel specifically. Like, I love all the Peter Gabriel solo stuff.
Oh, dude. Oh my goodness.
I went on a Genesis thing
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
I saw my dad and my parents and I saw Peter Gabriel live in 2023. Dude's like 78 years old. Still a fucking rock star.
Yeah, man. Dude, I like that whole... It's weird. I'm not as big on, like, the prog Genesis stuff. And I haven't gotten into the pop stuff with Phil Collins. But when Peter Gabriel went off and did his solo career... Oh, my goodness, man. Incredible stuff. Like, that Don't Give Up is, like, one of the most beautiful... When he, like, screams and, like, his voice soars, I was like, oh, every time it just hits me in my soul.
I think what Rush did so well is that they made the bass a featured instrument.
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
It became like the main course.
Yeah, sort of like Royal Blood.
Huh?
The band Royal Blood.
Oh, I don't know.
If I remember correctly, it's a duo and they don't have a guitar. I'm pretty sure it's just a bass.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Chili Peppers did a lot of that too with the bass guitar.
I love the Chili Peppers. They're one of my favorite bands ever. They're probably one of the few bands in my all-time list that it's tough to go back and listen to now. Like, they're just... They have 2 albums that I can listen to at any time. Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and then By the Way.
Yeah.
By the Way is like really, really good album.
It's a really good one.
But
you know who else did that pretty good is Tool, dude.
Tool fucking is
They have
great.
some crazy instrumentals.
Yeah.
Tool is really good. They're a band that, like, I don't like to tell people I listen to them at all.
Why is that?
Have you met Tool fans?
Oh, they are kind of, yeah.
They're
okay,
tools.
Yeah, there is a kind of thing there. But they did have, dude, their bass lines are sweet.
I just remember it was like, wasn't it literally decades in between albums? And then like they released an album finally, and all the dude bros I know that listen to Tool were like, this album fucking sucks. And it's like, yeah, because you only know like Schism or like whatever they play on K-Rock.
Like 3 songs.
Yeah.
That's the problem is they played it on the radio. So you got like all of the butt rock dads.
That's like a Pink Floyd thing, because people that I know that like Pink Floyd, they're like, yeah, man, another brick in the wall. Or they say they like Pink Floyd. They're like, another brick in the wall, Comfortably Numb, Hey You, Money. And that's it. That's it.
Have you ever heard Us and Them? Oh, that might be my favorite. I don't know. That or Shine On You Crazy Diamond Part 1 through 5.
Yeah, I like, man, I mentioned Echoes earlier. I have, the songs that I can play on guitar are luckily are all of my favorite ones, but I love On the Turning Away. That song always makes me cry.
Which album is that on?
Momentary Lapse of Reason.
See, I haven't gotten there yet.
And then on the Division Bell, there's a song called Wearing the Inside Out. That it's almost like a sequel to Comfortably Numb.
Oh, okay.
It has probably and this is saying something, probably a guitar solo that's on par with Comfortably Numb is in Wearing the Inside Out. It's fucking great.
I praise, man.
I always think it's funny when like bands have a
thing.
Their fans are like a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like Slipknot or something,
or the Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Which it's really funny, like whenever you see interviews of ICP.
Godsmack is all dads, dude. Godsmack is all like
Godsmack is pretty sick.
Godsmack
though.
I'm not familiar, actually.
They got a couple
Speak. I love Disturbed too. Like I actually really like Disturbed. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's like a nostalgic thing for me.
Yeah, that's part of it. It was like that new metal wave.
Yeah, I mean System of a Down.
I gotta get into them. I've heard so many great things.
They're like the Beatles of new metal, and I'm not kidding either. Like
I believe you. I believe you.
It was like Thursday. I think it was Thursday night. I listened to Hypnotize and Mesmerize.
yeah, I saw you were posting Facebook statuses of the lyrics.
Yeah, because I was like, oh wow, this is like super relevant. Like they're talking about all this shit, and it's like they're basically just talking about bombing other countries, and it's like, dude, every lyric in these songs is literally applicable to what we're still.
They literally
doing.
have a song called "Boom." Isn't that off Steal This album?
Yeah.
If you couldn't put it any more bluntly, you know.
Yeah. What other going back to the prog rock thing? There's different prog.
There was one song that really.
System of a Down.
Yeah.
Have you guys
I think it
listened to
was this one.
the Moody Blues?
That sounds very familiar.
They did the album Days of Future Past. That's like one of my top 5
That's a
albums.
good
of all
movie.
time. That is.
Yeah,
The album's even better. You know,
That's actually that might be one of my favorite superhero films.
it's a great one.
I remember seeing that in the theater. That one was sick. I remember when Quicksilver goes into Quicksilver mode. My dad and I looked at each other. We were like, "This movie is sick."
The Jim Croce starts
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, that's an artist.
That's
I'm
the
a big
one where
fan.
Magneto picks up the fucking stadium, right? Is that Days of Future Past?
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen
He
it.
pulls
so.
a baseball field or like a baseball stadium out of the earth and then moves it. Because
That's
Peter Dinklage
fucking-
is there and he won't sign autographs or something.
That's some Mark Henry shit, dude. How long have we been doing this, dude? It feels like we've
2.5 hours. The Rolling Stones are
yeah, dude.
the Rolling Stones are a band I never really listened to. They're fine though.
They're great, man.
The Who is another one that I hear The Who and I just think of CSI.
I never got into the.
Oh, they're my favorite band after the Beatles.
Really?
Yeah, man.
All right, I got to start giving them some respect then.
You gotta start it like. Well, actually, I do like some of their early stuff, like A Quick One, but no one cares about that one as much. But really, that run from Who Sell Out, which they were really the progenitors of the concept album, even before Floyd, I would say. But the Who Sell Out, then Tommy is amazing. But really, when you get to Who's Next, that's like one of the best fucking classic rock albums of all time.
Now,
you know,
here's a thing I'm about to say, and this is about to be
man,
it.
it's the opening track.
This
Song
is
is so
another this is a Blair Witch thing.
Okay.
The Doors.
I really like the Doors. They're not my favorite band, but I think they get a little too pretentious. But then, man, some of those songs, like The End, is fucking amazing. Light My Fire. I mean, you can't really like. I don't like it when people say that they suck or whatever, because it's like they obviously don't. But you don't have to be
5 to 1 is my favorite of theirs, I think.
5 to 1.
They're fine to me. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it.
Shit, there was another one besides the Who. It was the Eagles.
The Eagles are great,
Don
but I know
Henley.
a lot of people don't like them.
Yeah.
I've never understood that really, because I think their melodies are so great.
From what I
There's
remember,
like so many bands that are like polarizing.
what
out
I
there,
remember
dude.
gathering growing up was that this is such a deep cut memory, but I remember my Uncle Frank hates the Eagles because when they were one of the bands that when you saw them live, they just sounded like the studio album.
Oh,
They
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
jam out. They would just. I mean, Pink Floyd does the same thing. They go up, they play their set, and then they go, and that was it. And I think that's why. Plus, Hotel California.
Dude, that was
Amazing
one thing.
song.
So
Like, yeah, you
But
either
it's
love that or
overplayed.
you hate it. But
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
the
like
first
that's
time I
such
was
a-
like
Eagles
introduced
rule.
to Between the Buried and Me, it was the Colors Live DVD.
Yeah.
And it's like they play all of Colors all the way through, and like he says nothing like the entire time. I think the only thing he says is like, we are between the buried and me, and this is Colors. And that's the entire thing. And it's just like the entire performance is just like the whole album through. And then there's a second set afterwards. And I'm just like, I was blown away because they're
their business.
Yeah. And it was just like incredible musicianship, start to finish. And you literally have spots in the album where you're like, oh, it's over. And then they're going, nah. And it's like, what? And then they're fucking back into blast beats, and you're like, how is this another 7 minutes?
You listen to metal at all?
I'm not a huge metalhead at all. You know, like I respect Metallica, but I'm not like huge on them. I would
Metallica is pretty great, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them live last year. I've been to dozens of shows in my life. I'm not even the biggest Metallica fan. That's the best show I've ever been to.
Wow, I heard they brought the house down.
It was fucking wild. Like I've never been to a show where the audio quality was that perfect.
Really? Was this at the Dome?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm shocked because I know the Dome is a very hit or miss.
Now
like,
it
when
was
I've been there.
Suicidal Tendencies and Pantera opened for him. And actually, funny snippet about that. I think I mentioned it the episode after the show. I thought Pantera and Judas Priest were the same band.
Oh, really?
So like when Pantera started playing music, and I wasn't hearing like, I was like, who the fuck are these guys? This isn't Pantera. And I was like, don't they
cover band or something?
Yeah, I was actually pissed. And I was like, oh, it's Pantera is a different band from Judas Priest. But
that's so crazy.
Yeah. But Jesse and I were talking about Opeth the other day. Opeth is great. They're
I haven't heard of
are they what they're like, hang on, they're like melodic gothic death metal.
Yes, but they have albums that are not death metal.
Yeah.
So like if you're not into death metal, there's definitely some albums.
Yeah, but Opeth is I'm going to be listening to them all week this week. Damn. I think they're very good. Michael Ackerfeld.
I guess I have to brush up on some stuff. And I will say, in regards to The Who, because I know we were talking about our like favorite instrumentals and stuff, I would say John Entwistle, greatest bass player of all time. Keith Moon, greatest drummer of all time. Like, you swear, that guy was so fucking small, but you'd swear by the way he plays the drums that he was like an octopus. Like, it's insane. Especially once you get to Quadrophenia, which is the album after Who's Next. It's like what drumming in heaven would sound like.
That's another thing. Like I always liked Rush because Neil Peart was a fantastic drummer. Mm-hmm. Honestly, he might be the best drummer alive.
Who?
In my opinion,
Neil Peart is dead.
Yeah.
He died years ago.
In history, I'll say.
Oh, okay.
Him makes more sense. It sounds better when you say alive.
Yeah.
But I think him and Blake Richardson are up there. I really like Blake Richardson, the way he plays.
Where's he from?
Between the Buried and Me.
Oh.
But it's just, he's just, when you have like these polyrhythms and things you have to deal with, Rush did some of that stuff. But like when your time signatures are changing and all this shit like rapidly, that's so impressive to me because I can play drums, but like, dude, there's no way I could even fucking keep time for half of the shit he's doing. It's just not even like, it's beyond my comprehension. And like, I know what every fucking cymbal and drum what the sound is. And when I listen to it, I know what he's doing, but I'm like, I can't, there's no way.
That's the one thing going back to
it's all
Floyd.
Technique. Drumming is all technique, dude. It's literally like your hand needs to be going to a certain, like you're keeping it on a certain tempo, but you want to tap on certain beats. So you're kind of holding the rhythm the entire time, but you like the way it has to be is so offset on certain things. Like, oh, your kick drum has to be here on this. Problem that a lot of people have is a kick drum. Because you're moving a leg and trying to do it in conjunction with what your arms are doing. It's so hard. Like watching people who have never played drums try to figure out.
Yeah, like when I tried to sit at the fucking kit a while
like
ago.
a simple like
Can't do it. I can't do it.
It's the coordination that really fucks me up when I sit there. I'm just like, how do people do this? I have immense respect for drummers for being able to keep that.
Yeah, it's like I could probably play for AC/DC because a lot of that shit's easy. But yeah, you start to get into technical drumming and it's a lot of thinking. But honestly, I think if you sit in a kit for a couple hours, eventually you'll probably figure out how to do a simple 4/4, easy rhythm. If you ever played Rock Band, if you ever sat down at the Rock Band drum kit, you kind of have a feel.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. There is a kick drum.
One of my favorite interviews of Pink Floyd back in the day was they were like talking about, because you have Roger Waters and David Gilmour, and then if you really know, Richard Wright.
Yeah.
Who Richard Wright was like, he did everything that wasn't vocals and guitar. Like he did like a lot of bass, keyboard, percussion, and all the other different instruments.
Yeah.
But then they like, whenever they would bring up Nick Mason, they're like, what's it like playing with a drummer like Nick Mason? And they'd be like, oh, Nick Mason, he's great. He's like a metronome you feed bread to. He's a metronome that runs on bread. And it's like, because it's super simple, but always exact.
It has to be. That's the reality, though.
Especially when you're playing like fucking 25-minute long songs. Like,
you really got to keep that tempo.
Drumming for a long time was not really even, it was just meant to be the glue that holds the song together.
Yeah.
It's just there to be the metronome, effectively. And then it became an instrument that you can be a lot more creative with.
That was like, I've seen Rush live 3 times.
I mean, if you look at his kit,
wow.
you're just like, how does he even?
Neil?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Was
Does he
like,
have like a bunch of like.
It's like circle. It's like surrounding him.
Literally surrounding him, and then like. One of the shows we saw him
you
at,
basically have to lift him with a crane to get him into the fucking.
No, yeah, one of the shows he sat in a chair and it actually came up into the stage. It was like a 360 like kit, but then like behind him would be like a fucking keyboard type thing, or like I guess a xylophone or whatever. And then he would be
and like wind chimes. Or some shit.
And it's
and
like,
just
how do you even think of that as an abstraction?
Right.
Like a gong. He had like a gong.
And that was the cool thing. Like we saw Brit Floyd, and it's like, the Pink Floyd, it's the 4 main members, and they always have other people in. Like in Money, it's not any of the band members singing on Money. And I think the same thing with Have a Cigar.
Wait, really?
Yeah. On Money, it's a different guy.
I thought it was Gilmour singing though.
I don't think so.
No, I think. Wait, we gotta look this
do
up.
I have it confused with Have a Cigar? I know.
Oh yeah. There's the guy. What's his Harper or something?
Ron Harper, Ray
something
Harper,
like
Roy
that.
Harper,
Ron Harper, dude.
Yeah, Ron Harper. Well, yeah. Who sings Money?
I think it's
maybe I
Gilmour.
was totally off base.
We got credits here somewhere. Or?
Wait, yeah. What else is? Well, no, it's a little bit further down. I would say.
Doesn't have that there. Recording, dude. There's way too much shit to fucking. This is about one song.
Personnel.
You went down too far.
No, wait. No, I don't think you've gone far enough.
Wait,
I think it's. I mean, it probably says before that too.
They got like a bunch of guys just mixed in, dude.
Personnel.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so it is Gilmour singing. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Have a Cigar as a different guy singing it. But like when you see them live, like even with Waters and Gilmour live, like it's like a orchestra. They have like a dozen people on the stage in order to play the music. But then when you watch live at Pompeii, it's just the 4 of them, and you literally just see Richard Wright fucking running back and forth on this stage.
I gotta see that, man.
Live
I
at
wanted to see it in
Pompeii is
IMAX.
awesome. Live at Pompeii is. One of my ex-girlfriends hated it because if I couldn't think of a movie to watch, I would just put live. Like she'd go to the bathroom to like get ready for bed or whatever, and like we couldn't agree on a movie, and it was either Shrek or Live at Pompeii.
No, you see her get up, and you're like,
immediately, yeah. No, I had it on my phone. I would cast it to the Roku.
No, that it's kind of like when I saw the Who in Madison Square Garden back in 2022, which is like.
That's incredible,
dude. And yet again, you don't have John Entwistle or Keith Moon, but still, like they had like an orchestra. Well, no, they died like a long time ago.
I didn't even know they were sick.
Yeah, no, Keith Moon. Well, he was like probably the most excessive drug user in the history of rock and roll.
Besides,
Keith Richards.
yes.
No, because he died. So.
Oh yes, he gets the award.
He is like.
Is there anybody that's not dead?
What's that?
Is there anybody that isn't dead?
Me. That was an easy strike.
No, but you know, like Animal from the Muppets. That's based on Keith Moon. That's how crazy he was. Yeah, man. And he's also could have been a very talented actor in his own right. But the thing is, like, he died in like the 70s. And when they brought in Kenny Jones, who played for the Faces and Small Faces, and even then it's like he's a good drummer, but you can hear it's not the same thing. But yeah, like, so they just had Zach Starkey, Richard's son. Or I say Richard, I mean Ringo's son, play for them, and that was a whole other thing where they fired him. But regardless, they had like the whole band set up, and they played a condensed version of Tommy and Quadrophenia, and it was awesome, man. But really, you go there for them playing "Won't Get Fooled Again" and Roger Daltrey hitting like like at the end. And he was like almost 80 at that point. He was still fucking hitting that note. And I'm like,
rules.
It's insane, man.
Like, I don't know. It's hard not to be romantic about that era of music, like 60s and 70s rock and roll.
That is the best era of music, I think.
It is for me.
Yeah.
Especially because, like,
I love that high falsetto type of shit too, though. Like I always liked Iced Earth and like Iron Maiden, those kind of things. It's
Judas
just like,
Priest.
Yeah. It's like it can be metal.
I have a funny Iron Maiden story where back when like LimeWire type stuff was a thing, I had Iron Maiden confused with the band Iron Butterfly. Thank you for giggling at that. They're two completely different bands.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
One's a little bit more popular, you could say.
Iron Maiden is really good. They have the guy. The
skeleton guy.
The skeleton guy. Yeah.
What do they call him?
Wait, what? Iron Maiden, I get confused with Slayer.
What's that? What's that guy's
Iron
name?
Maiden was Run for the Hills. That's Iron Maiden, right?
I think so. I haven't listened to much Iron Maiden, believe it. Maybe that's another one where I'm like, I've only listened to their first album. It's like, how have you not really listened to much Iron Maiden? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Is this technically? Oh, the Trooper. Yeah. Okay.
Hallowed Be Thy Name is fantastic. Run to the Hills. Number of the Beast.
Yeah. Oh my! Did you guys see 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple?
No, I heard it was great though. I heard it was better than
out.
28 Years.
I think so too. I didn't when I first saw it, and honestly, 28 Years was my favorite because I don't love 28 Days Later, but like it's above standard for a zombie film.
I'm weird about 28 Days Later.
What's that?
I'm weird. I'm weird about 28.
How so?
Like, I give it a lot of credit because it kind of created the modern version of zombies. But like, why would you watch 28 Days Later when you can just watch Dawn of the Dead?
I agree.
Yeah. Like,
it's a much better film.
They're different movies.
But Dawn of the Dead is definitely better, I would agree.
28 Days Later always got me, even as like a 7-year-old, because like the guy gets infected by the blood dripping in his eye.
Oh, that was insane, man.
But I do, going back, way back to like atmosphere setting shots. I love the beginning of 28 Days Later.
Yes.
Where he's like walking around and he's like, where is everybody?
Everybody's gone. It's like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, but those
the
last
Bone
movies
Temple in 28 Years, yeah.
They're so great.
Yeah. And zombie movies were such a cool fucking... They're fun. I don't know. I just like them.
Yeah.
The Resident Evil movies are actually really
real,
fun
though.
too.
Oh, that's why I want to ask you. Are you excited for Zach Krager's Resident Evil? I think it's going to be great.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Like,
he's not excited. I guarantee he's like, it's gonna be shit. And then because that's what the reality is. Honestly, and this is the way I've been approaching everything recently in the last couple of years. Just set your expectations super low, because you're never going to be disappointed, and it's always going to be sick as hell if
and
it's good.
the problem I have even with things that I love is that 9 times out of 10, if I do love it the first go around, I hate it subsequently. Like Alien Romulus, absolutely loved it the first time I saw it. because I was watching it with my dad in the, I don't remember if it was IMAX or if it was just at Regal or whatever, but fucking awesome, all the callbacks and stuff. But then like last year, or actually it was around New Year's yes, I guess it was last year technically, I did all the movies in a row, and I got to Romulus, and it was like fine.
Yeah.
Really?
You're like, what is this?
That might be.
You're the guy with the meme with the guy with the bowl of cereal on the couch. Like, what is this piece of shit?
But the Resident Evil. So the problem with Resident Evil adaptations is that like you have the Mila Jovovich movies, which are bad.
Yeah,
but
that's what I've heard.
But I love them. Like I they're very bad, but I love them. Then you have the CGI movies, which are very bad, but I love them. And then you have the Netflix adaptations. You had Welcome to Raccoon City, which was terrible. And then they had a live action series where Lance Reddick plays Albert Wesker. Also terrible. But then they just did, and Dave and Stace just watched it this past week, and I'm going to watch it this week, is they did a mini series called Infinite Darkness, which Dave said it was amazing, so it's probably
pretty good.
It's probably good, yeah.
He's got like Dave's like superlatives, dude. He's just like, that was absolutely incredible.
I'm telling you, dude, it might just be the greatest thing I've ever seen.
And then so you're like, all right, it's like an 8 out of 10.
We'll take it down a peg. Huh?
But I'm just hoping for once ever they actually adapt the story the way it's supposed to be.
Well, here's the thing with Zach Krager, and also he made Weapons, so that's good enough for me.
Exactly.
Won Amy Madigan the
Weapons
Oscar.
was fucking great.
And it's like one of the most original horror movies we've seen in such a long time.
And that movie comes down to like if you like the ending or not.
The ending is fucking
I fucking
hysterical.
love the ending. Sold the movie for me.
It's on HBO or something.
It is.
I
It
think
is.
so.
Yeah,
but the thing is, like, from my understanding, because I heard him talk about it, he's not necessarily adapting the games, like the story of the games, but he's adapting the feel of the games and the essence of what they're about. So it seems like, considering how great of a writer and director he is, and the fact that he actually cares about the property, I think it's going to be a surefire win.
As long as it's not Paul W.S. Anderson, it's going to be like, because like he's one of those guys, like he has some really good movies too, like Event Horizon, one of my favorite films ever, with Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne. Have you ever seen it?
No, I haven't.
I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
Dude, okay, so basically there's this ship called the Event Horizon, and it essentially, like in layman's terms, they like it developed like faster than light travel, right? On its maiden voyage, it disappears and is gone, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it comes back. And that's
cool.
Yeah. So then they can't contact it. There's no communications on it. So then they send a rescue team to the ship that's like, it disappeared. It went into the outer reaches of space for I can't remember how long, a couple years, and then it just came back. And Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne are part of the rescue team, but it's just Hellraiser in space.
Oh, okay.
Or like Silent Hill in space. But then he does Event Horizon, right? Then he did the Resident Evil films, but then he did the first Alien versus Predator movie, which is pretty fun. It takes in Antarctica or whatever, but then it's like,
and then he did Spy Kids 3.
He
no problem.
No.
What like his films are so wild. And then my favorite thing too is that like he did the Resident Evil films. His wife is Mila Jovovich.
I didn't realize
he straight up
that.
said in an interview like a couple years ago that he's like, yeah, he goes, I just like to watch my wife wear sexy outfits and beat people up. And it's like,
So
yeah,
that's
what
their
those
kink.
That's
Okay.
what their movies. That's what all the Resident Evil
That's
films
what we
are.
all like.
Yeah, I also like watching your wife in sexy outfits beating people up. That's dope. Paul W.S. Anderson and I are the same guy.
What's the WS for? What does it mean?
We're sorry.
We're sorry you share the same name as a more talented director.
Yeah, isn't there Paul Thomas Anderson? Yeah, I was gonna say like.
What's the WS, dude? William Scott.
William Scott.
Wait,
So he's
what
got three
other
first names
films?
and
What
then
other films has he done? Because I only know him from Resident Evil, and then
I'll
Resident
tell you this: he didn't do
ADP.
Boogie Nights.
No. Oh my God, he did the Monster Hunter movie. That movie was bad.
When did that come out? I
Like
remember.
2020. Wow. Okay.
No, that sounds
Oh,
about
he
right.
did Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
That movie was great. And Death Race with Jason Statham is one of my favorite movies ever. Like, it's such a stupid fuck. Oh, Pandorum. And Pandorum was good. Pandorum was actually really good.
You know, I remember it was like before a Boy Scout trip through my church. We were like up in the basement of I know that sounds conspicuous, but trust me, it wasn't. But we were like, what are we going to watch? And they just put on Mortal Kombat. It was like the craziest fucking thing ever. I'm like, I need to get drunk one night and just watch that again because
Yeah,
it's been
Mortal
forever.
The first one's really good. Annihilation isn't great, but the fucking soundtrack for the first movie is just legendary.
dude, yeah.
Then the fact that like the guy that they had play Kano in the first movie just actually influenced Kano for the games.
Oh, really?
He was never an Australian quippy guy until the movies.
I usually
and now he's
hate
just
action movies, honestly, but I
Really?
did like that, and I like I
Yeah.
like John Wick, and I like The Matrix. You know, I guess that's an action movie.
Yeah, it is. It is.
At least the third one definitely is. Second one is definitely an action movie.
Yeah, but there's the thing. The Matrix, the first one, this is a hot take, might be one of the most, it is one of the most important films ever made.
That's not a hot take.
No, that's cold
I
as
get
hell.
that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's definitely for its
People
genre.
people hate when I say things.
Really?
So I had to brace myself.
No, Matrix
I
fucking
fucking
amazing,
love
man.
the Matrix.
Yeah.
I might put that on the second Mount Rushmore next to whatever was there. No
then they
Country
were
for
like-
Old Men.
Yeah, that's a fair choice.
Yeah.
And then they were basically like, Matrix 2 will be them fighting stuff outside the Matrix, and then Matrix 3 can be them fighting shit in the the opposite way, right?
Yeah. Matrix 2 has
It's like, what the fuck, really? That's gonna be the plot?
Matrix 2 has here's actually my hot take. Matrix 4, I loved Matrix 4.
It was a divisive movie.
I
from what
fucking
I heard.
adored that movie. I like it more than 2 and 3.
I barely remember
Well, that might not be a hot take because
Matrix 4, it made me so happy. Like, that's all that it was for me. It made me so happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't as fucking cool as I wanted it to be. And, you know, it was really silly and the acting wasn't great, but I was just smiling the whole time. I was like, oh, this is a Matrix.
Oh, hey, the Matrix. I remember this.
Yeah.
Oh, that
The
makes sense.
member
That has
bear-
Nick Jonas's wife.
It's because you took all the member berries, dude.
I'm not usually a member berry guy. I usually
yeah.
spit them
Yeah.
out. But like for Matrix 4, I was, especially 2, you know what it was? It was like a reverse psychology thing. Everybody I knew that saw it were like, it's the worst. It sucks so bad. And I remember watching it and I was like, no, this is nice. And it had a
This is
happy
so
ending.
insane, dude. I feel like this just came out, dude.
Yeah, it came out.
Yeah, I know. I was having that too. It was like a Mandela effect moment. I was like, that was 2021?
Fucking 5 years. That's insane.
Oh, man. I could have sworn it was like 2023 or something.
Yeah. And
It feels like it came out like a year ago, dude. That's so insane.
COVID, man.
COVID,
It did a fucking number.
Dude,
That is a
COVID
fact.
Yeah, you're
Morphed.
telling me.
I think it morphed time and space.
No, honestly, there's probably some truth to that.
I mean,
Something happened.
I still remember it. I mean, I worked in the ER when COVID happened.
Oh,
Like when
geez.
COVID started, I worked in the ER, and I worked in the ER pretty much throughout the whole pandemic. And then as soon as it started to wrap up, I was like, I'm never wearing scrubs again.
I was going to say, that's got to be like pretty traumatizing. In
It
some
was,
way.
yeah. I had to go to counseling for that.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, I had what they call post-traumatic stress disorder.
I had to.
Well,
what do
there
they
you
call-
have it.
I had to. What do they call it? Talk to someone.
Yeah.
Get my feelings out.
No, COVID was fucking crazy, especially because
Well, we got it all on film, dude. We did a bunch of quarantine
we
episodes.
did a bunch. I was
We were like
drunk the
confused
whole
as hell.
time.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Well, and that was the worst part too. I mean, I had family members that like straight up they were convinced that since I was a healthcare worker that I was in on it. And I had family members that until recently, like within the past year or two, like didn't talk to me because yeah.
What?
And like I was just as confused and frustrated as everybody else was. I mean, I think I even said on the show, like, the lack of transparency throughout the entire pandemic was the biggest problem. And the fact that like people would ask me questions and I'd be like, I also don't know. And then that made everybody more scared because they're like, but you're there.
Right.
That was the biggest thing, was the all the unknowns, I guess.
Yeah. And then you get into like, then you'll get the people who are like, well, it only affects children and the elderly. And it's like, well, it's a good thing that that's not a majority of the population.
Yeah.
Well, it also
affects everybody.
it affects children, the elderly, addicts, people that are obese, people with diabetes, and
People with noses.
yeah. And it's like,
And the scapegoating was insane back then. I mean, it's, I guess, still today, but especially back then.
for me, my biggest issue with it now is the memory holing. Like, it's one of the few I can talk about it here because it's a safe space. I don't talk about the pandemic at all.
Oh, wow.
Like, I really don't. Like, if it gets brought up, if people say COVID or whatever, I'd shut down because it just brings in. I mean, it's like politics. I mean, it quite literally is
political.
politics,
Yeah.
and like
Shouldn't have been, but
and like the memory holing gets me. Like the last there's a big argument I got in with people about they were like, well, it's not like you were forced to take the vaccine, and I'm like, no,
you were.
we literally were. Like, if you wanted to keep your job and your benefits, you literally had to. And they're like, that didn't happen. And it's like, who are you telling me?
Yeah.
You got to stay home and you were collecting unemployment checks. And I was working. I mean, I remember
It's like everybody was sitting at home tweeting.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, fuck you, dude. Like,
I'm the real heroes, the people on the floor,
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there were literally days where like I'd pull in like a 16-hour shift and then I would go home, sleep for like maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then go back in and pull in another 16-hour shift. And like there was literally a point, I think I mentioned this on the show before, but there was literally a point where my crew and I worked so much overtime that we were paying more in taxes than we were taking home. Because we were pulling in like 80, 90, 100-hour weeks. Like,
man, that's so fucking unfair, man.
like,
what it showed is that no one knows what the fuck's going on.
No.
Ever. Like, no one's organized.
Yeah, and it also it really opened my eyes to I mentioned it earlier, cognitive dissonance, where it's like some people only remember shit that aligns with what they believe happened rather than what happened, which is what happened. But it was a lot of fun. I don't know. It was a good time.
Good time.
It was like for me the scariest thing, and I could talk about it now, but like the scariest thing was like the isolation, like literally and figuratively, because like there were people that I worked with that I was one of them too. Like my family didn't want to be around me because they were scared of catching COVID, or like if I was at somebody's house and they knew that I worked that day and people came over, they would have like meltdowns. Then they would start like interrogating me and like screaming at me and like, why isn't this happening? Why did you do this? And it's like, what do you know though?
Yeah.
And I'm like, just fucking chill.
That was the thing, is like, I was definitely like concerned at the start. And then after a while I was like, man, I'm just going to get this anyway. Like, everybody's going to probably get it.
Right.
Yep.
So I was like, it's whatever. Like, some people don't even have a problem with it.
My favorite thing was that I didn't even get COVID until the pandemic was over.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to shit again.
Yeah, me too. It was like Omicron or something, that variant or some shit.
Lexicon.
This was my favorite.
Talk about mass dissonance, huh? Or cognitive dissonance.
Where's my? This is my favorite thing from the pandemic, dude.
Going to help us out. And did you say free fries when you get vaccinated? I got vaccinated.
Love that there's a guy signing.
Yeah.
You're saying I could get this? These delicious fries?
Is that Shake Shack?
Wait a minute. But there's also
I'm hungry.
a burger element to this.
A burger element, dude.
Let me check with Bill Neathart. Is it too early in the day to eat a burger? No. This could be breakfast? Okay. I want you to look at this and think about, again, some people love hamburgers, some don't. Really want to respect all ways of life. But if this is appealing to you, just think of this when you think of vaccination.
Dude, that's like the most dystopian shit. It's so
What
weird.
the fuck?
I'm getting a very good feeling
I mean,
about vaccination right this moment. Thank you.
it's cringe, but I guess
Oh
that's a
my
good
God.
way of doing
Oops,
it.
I don't want to see this Lego thing. What the
Oh
fuck?
no, is this some AI shit?
Probably, yeah. It's so funny though. He's like trying to talk people into getting vaccinated by offering free fries or something. Like,
America,
what,
man.
dude? That's so crazy. It's the only way we can get people to do it.
It's funny though because I feel like when I got my second shot, there was no incentive here at all. But I ended up going to Five Guys afterwards, so I think that's kind of funny. At least for my second time.
If I go to the doctor or some shit, I'm trying to get some gross shit afterwards.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Like
this
it's
is
almost
funny.
always the case for some reason.
Well, this is interesting. So in the morning, my mom has an appointment. She's on break because she works at Fitzhugh with Jake's mom. Actually, they're best friends. I don't know why I said that when he was off camera, but it's true. And she's going to an appointment. You know where we're going afterwards? Fucking Friendlies, baby.
Oh yeah.
The one Friendlies that exists in Clay.
Is that the only spot now?
We should look it up because I feel like there's somewhere else, but I don't think it's very close by.
I don't know why my F key fails every time I try.
Dude, I miss the one downtown, man. Cause like I was in the musicals in high school, and like every time we got out, we would just like flock over to Friendlies, and it was like a tradition. I want to say until like my junior or senior year of high school. Or then we just like went to fucking DP Dose.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
okay. And now that's gone too. Well, actually, wait.
No, it's still there.
Wait, I'm thinking of what was the Calios before it was DP
yeah.
Dose. Yeah, they had the dude.
It was Zonies, and then it was Calios, and then DP Dough.
There's like so many things that like move in and out of that place.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Did you ever have the mozzarella sticks there?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, this shit went so hard, man.
Yeah, the ones that like the really thick ones, dude. Those are the ones.
Oh yeah, like
Oh my
the ones at
God.
Canales.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're the best,
It's
man.
ridiculous. They just got to be crunchy and thick, and that's the key.
No, I totally agree, man. I'm a big mozzarella stick fiend from back. As I said
It's
earlier off
dangerous.
camera, it's cheap. It is, and that's why I've had to like cut back. Obviously, dude, the ones at Friendlies, that's what I'm getting tomorrow. Like the whole plate of like all the mini ones.
I never got shit at Friendlies. All I got was ice cream. We only ever went there for ice cream.
Well, I mean, it's probably a fair reason to go, but dude, like their lunch and dinner items are like fire, man.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like,
I actually worked at Friendlies when it was here for a day.
only one day. Why is that?
I went in and she was like, "Hey, you want to just like chop up a bunch of this stuff and like put it in bags or whatever?" And I was like, "Sure." And then I chopped up and put it in bags for like 2 hours. And I was like, "All right, I'm going on break." And then I just left and I never came back.
Holy shit, man!
I just fucking hate that shit. I hate food service. I just hate it.
Dude, I worked at KFC like during 2021, 2022. It's like I never want to work in fast food again. Like
No.
seriously.
Nope, because I did Wendy's and then I did Friendlies, and I was like, I'm not doing food again. After Wendy's, I was like, all right, I'll try it again. Sure, it's probably a little better over here, and then nah.
Wasn't cutting it for you.
And then I did work in food again, actually.
Where'd you
But
work?
I worked at the Ponderosa Steakhouse,
oh,
which was sick,
yeah.
actually, because I didn't mind cooking steaks. That's easy. You stand over the grill, you fucking flip them around. I just didn't have to do any of the prep work, all the other bullshit. I don't want to deal with that stuff. I'll fucking flip steaks all day and plate them. That's awesome.
When did that close
Especially
down?
because you get to sneak like steak fries and, snack on some chicken wings and shit.
So you just get to like take them home with you and stuff?
Oh, yeah. Well, they had the buffet. So it's like anything that, when you close, you're just stealing shit.
Sure. Yeah, because we could only, at KFC, we could only take so much home at the end of the night. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Oh, dude, one thing. So there's an app called Too Good To Go.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah.
My buddy who lives in New York was telling me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because you can pay, it's like $5. and then you can go to KFC after they close at like 9, and they just give you a bunch of shit left over, like a mystery. The last time I did it, it was like a tub, and it was like they gave me like 6 pieces of chicken and like a side of mashed potatoes or something for $5. That would have been like that would have been like $20-something probably, at least.
It's like right before close, or
it's right when they, like I guess it's like at 9. Well, I don't know when they close, but probably right before. Yeah,
that's a beautiful invention, man, dude. Because honestly,
why wouldn't you do that? Like, why wouldn't
there's no
every
reason
business
not
do that? Yeah, like they're all gonna throw their food out, so why wouldn't they just make some money off of what's left over?
Exactly, man. And that's the unfortunate thing, because it's like you pour so much money and resources into this stuff, it's just to like throw it in a dumpster. Like,
It's
come
insane.
on, guys.
It's actually insane how much money we waste in this country.
Oh my goodness. And yet where we allocate our funds is like, well,
It's
if you know.
absurd. It's absurd. And not even just money, you're wasting food. Like, it's already prepared food. Like,
Right, exactly, man. Well, I was going to ask you though, like when did Ponderosa close? Because I remember, like, I think I was like in elementary school or something.
I would say like 11 maybe, or 10.
Yeah, that was like right at the end of elementary school for me.
Maybe 11.
Wow, so was that like one of your first places you worked at?
Yeah. I like that place. I think everybody I talk to, they're like, yeah, dude, I wish that was still here.
Yeah, I liked it when I went in.
Buffets, dude. Why don't we have any buffets? We need
Taco Bell.
Well, COVID killed that too, actually.
Oh, because of like the air particles and stuff.
You can't be touching stuff other people are touching. It's too much.
Yo, dude, I already miss Popeyes, man. Like I fucking love Popeyes.
So Jake and I talked about Popeyes, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of shit they didn't. The only thing they had that I really liked was their sandwich.
Oh, the chicken sandwich.
Actual chicken sandwich. It's super good.
We
But
actually
everything else
have
is like mid to me. It was all right. but
really,
yeah.
dude.
I
love
feel like KFC did better.
You know, it's interesting because I
Your
feel like,
perspective is going to be different because you work there.
but even before then, like I knew when Popeyes was coming, I'm like, oh, like I'm going to stop going to KFC altogether, and I had good reason to. But at the same time, I was like, nah, this shit hits, man. I just love the way that they coat like their chicken. But yet again, from my understanding, the one in Oswego didn't have this signature Louisiana spice on it because it was like it wasn't like a nationwide chain. It was like a franchisee.
Oh yeah.
So, and I don't know why they wouldn't have that. But I don't know. Like I've always thought it was like superior.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Maybe I gotta try a different one.
You know what? So this is what I've been doing lately. So my buddy, shout out to Matt Sacca if you're watching. He's in downtown Syracuse, and like I'm just like crashing there for the night or whatever, and like I'll just like DoorDash Popeyes and get this 4-piece meal. It's like $15. Buy one get one free.
Oh shit, that's a steal.
It's insane, man. And like it's like I got it on Sunday because I was over there, and it lasted me like I'd come home, eat it late at night. It got me through till like Thursday.
Yeah, cold fried chicken slaps.
It does. Well, I have to put it in the air
I
fryer or
don't
the
even do
microwave
that,
or
dude.
something.
I'll just eat it.
No?
Yeah,
Oh, I couldn't, man.
it's so good. Oh my god, I love cold fucking like I don't know like turkey after Thanksgiving or whatever. Just like even cold chicken. Yeah,
Wow,
I'm good with
wow.
that.
I'm a very microwave kind of guy,
Yeah.
so I'm like I gotta get a little heat in my.
I like getting the pre-made like fried chicken and just throw it in the air fryer or whatever. That works too.
Yeah, man.
Dude, fried chicken rips. So
Oh, dude,
so
it's
good.
it's just the breading, like the combination. Dude, I eat
Just
fucking
eat the
bones
breading.
sometimes.
I can just eat the breading.
That really is what puts it over, because it's like, okay, I guess I could eat chicken without it on it, but
There was an episode of South Park where Cartman eats all the breading off the KFC, and the kids come back and they're all pissed that he ate all the breading.
leave it to Cartman to do
It's so
that. Oh man, I just I'd say I just watched it. It was like a couple years ago, but I haven't seen like South Park all the way through. Only the first episodes of the first season. But dude, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. I saw that in theaters. That is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Somebody was talking about that recently. I was talking with. It's a good movie. Like it's a kind of a musical.
It is a musical, yeah. Dude, one of the
I
funniest
haven't
shows.
seen that in a minute.
When was the last time you think you saw it?
Oh, dude, it has to have been like probably 10 years ago.
Wow, man.
Yeah, this is 99. Like, I didn't really watch a lot of the South Park movies. It was, I don't know. I just rewatched the show. There's so many episodes. It's like, there's like, what, 18 seasons, 17 seasons or
Is
something?
it that many?
Yeah.
I
it's
believe
insane.
that. Yeah. No, because this.
If
Dude,
you're
this
trying to catch up on South Park, it's going to take a minute.
oh, I believe it. Dude, this actually was Oscar nominated for Blame Canada.
Really?
Yeah, for Best Original Song. And they lost to Phil Collins. And they still like bitch about that to this day.
Phil Collins was at Lollapalooza.
Yeah. That's why so they definitely made fun of that on the show for sure.
Like,
Dude, I've lost 6 pounds today just being here. I was 216 when I got here. I'm 210 now.
It's
damn,
not good.
man.
You sure it's only shit that's coming out of there? Did you
I don't
look?
know. I've been eating a lot of lettuce.
It's worth second guessing, I suppose. Yeah.
I am on new meds too, though.
So it like affects your digestion or whatever.
Now, here's the controversy, though. He says that Popeyes is better than KFC, though.
Yes.
I need more context.
Well,
What do you mean it's better?
I think the chicken itself is like the way they bread it. Everything about Popeyes is just
I don't even want this episode to air anymore.
no. It's there.
Shut this one down.
It's superior, and I'm going
Cut
to
that
die
part
on
out.
that
Cut-
hill.
cut that
And that isn't because I worked at KFC either. This is like I felt this way before I worked at KFC.
If you guys see a hard cut to right now, that's why. Because
So I like both. Popeyes, for me, they invented the chicken sandwich,
Yes.
as we all know and appreciate. However,
as a concept, as an abstraction.
yeah, I fucking love that word so much. The chicken sandwich as an abstraction is a Popeyes creation. First off, Chick-fil-A, this is a crazy one. I'm going to get to my Chick-fil-A rant in a second, but Popeyes sandwiches, yes, but if I'm going to get chicken, like a bucket of chicken, I'm getting a KFC bucket.
Yeah, I
But if
think
I'm getting a meal, I'm going Popeyes.
Okay. That's fair.
The extra crispy.
I have a
chicken.
soft spot for Popeyes, even though ours is about to be
No,
demolished.
it is gone. Yeah.
But when I used to go on DoorDash all the time, I would always order Popeyes like 15 minutes before they closed, and they would always throw in a bunch of extra shit. However, the last time, and this is just our Popeyes, it's not Popeyes as a whole, the last time I ordered Popeyes, the only thing that I got that was actually cooked was the sandwich. The potatoes and the mac and cheese that I got were still cold, and the mac and cheese was frozen. And then they didn't get me a biscuit, and they also forgot my drink. So I got a fucking.
Well, there's a reason they're close.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude, we forgot to unfreeze it.
One of my
bad.
favorite memories ever though was like KFC when they came out with the sauceless hot wings, which is just a dry rub.
Right.
But like
Yeah,
when they came out with
KFC
sauceless hot wings and popcorn chicken.
Yeah, KFC had some cool things.
But
dude.
KFC hasn't been as good since they got rid of A&W.
What was the?
Oh, yeah,
What was
yeah,
the
yeah.
little the Chicken Little or something? The
Chicken Little.
sandwiches?
And
then
the
they had
double down.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
double down.
If we're talking about chicken-based restaurants, though, I would take both of them 100 times over Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A can
Okay.
fucking blow me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I love Chick-fil-A, but I don't go there very often. So
And Chick-fil-A was like for me, it's a thing of like
People really love Chick-fil-A, dude.
people are wrong. Like, so what it is like
It's like how people like Starbucks. People like Starbucks, but it's not good.
Starbucks is not good.
No,
I don't go there.
I'm also a Dunkin' truther though, so like, I mean, I
Yeah.
will fucking huff that bias till I die. That Dunkin' is better, but
Except for their hash browns are trash.
yeah. I have a funny hash brown story too. It's not either of those related, but
What, you have a hash brown story?
yeah, dude, the last time I got Burger King breakfast, they fucking didn't have hash browns, so they gave me French fries instead. That's not the same.
Oh,
it's not
their
the
French
same.
fries are like edible. That's what I'll
Burger
say.
King's hash browns are great because a large hash brown, it's like 3 days worth of hash browns.
It's a lot of hash
It's so many, and they're perfect. But what was it? Popeyes, KFC? I don't know. Like
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Oh yeah, this is the one that gets me in trouble. I like Arby's more than Chick-fil-A.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, we were just talking about mozzarella sticks. I was going to say I actually had them before I came here because my mom has a ritual where she'll go up to Fulton on Sunday and get Arby's. So she just like impromptu got me mozzarella sticks.
Your mom fucking rules, by the way. Your mom
I
is
was just
awesome.
talking about how like your mom and my mom are like best friends.
Yep, I love
So-
it. I love your mom. I love her to
She is
death.
the best, and but yeah, like those things go fucking hard for like chain. Like they're obviously probably frozen. They just throw them in the bat, but they just go so fucking
They're
hard, man.
too good.
Delicious.
I think their curly fries rip too.
Yeah.
Oh, the curly fries! I need to start getting more of those.
Honestly,
when I go
if
there.
I go to Arby's, I don't buy anything. Like I just get sides.
Yeah, I think that's what really like. That's their bread and
I
butter.
get a classic bacon. I get a classic beef and cheddar, curly fries, mott sticks, and Dr Pepper usually.
It's so weird, dude. Fast food.
But it's funny because Arby's is, since I was a kid, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I have never deviated from that. Fast food is funny because it's bad now.
Yeah.
And I say that as somebody that
I told you guys that Little Caesars, that pizza with the pretzel crust and the cheese sauce or whatever it is.
Yeah, you
that
did. You
shit
were telling
rips.
us about that. I had a problem.
rips.
So obviously, I have a alcohol and opiate addiction. But last year was DoorDash. Seth knows I was literally getting DoorDash almost every day. Like I would say 4 to 5 times a week was a DoorDash meal. But the craziest part about it was I was getting Little Caesars, and I would find pictures of other people's Little Caesars pizzas online that weren't the pizza I ordered, and I would send the photo back to DoorDash and be like, yeah, they sent me the wrong pizza, and I would get it in store credit, and I would get my $17.20 back. So for literally like 3 or 4 months straight, I was getting Little Caesars every day with the same money every day. So I wasn't really spending anything.
Right. You spent like $20 a week.
Yeah, it was like
You fuck.
yeah, it was wicked.
That is. I mean, hey, if you're going to cheat the system,
wicked fucked up.
yeah,
Scam City.
But yeah,
Unbelievable.
those
Fast food.
breadsticks.
Crazy
bread, I
My
mean.
favorite fast food, and it never used to be this because it was always McDonald's, but McDonald's I don't like anymore.
It gives me the runs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
I just
me, it
stopped
was
eating
just
years ago.
it was inconsistent with McDonald's. For decades, it was always you get the same thing, and it's the same thing every time you get it. And then there was one day where I got it, and it wasn't. And I was like, okay, maybe that was a dud. You know, maybe there's a new guy. Nope. I got it again because my order was always. Wow, what was my McDonald's order? It was a deluxe double quarter pounder with cheese, add bacon, a large fry, 20-piece sweet and sour, and a large Coke with no ice. That was my order every time. And every time I'd get it, they'd fuck something up. They'd put fucking mustard on it or fucking ketchup on it. I don't like condiments on my burgers. Sometimes mayo is fine, but like
Too much mayo is a problem.
too much mayo is a problem. Burger King though.
on
Burger
any-
King is it for me. I like Burger King a lot. Used to be Wendy's.
Yeah.
Wendy's is great.
I
Yeah,
love
but you have to
Wendy's.
take out like a personal loan to fucking get Wendy's.
And
now,
with Burger
right?
King, I just get
It's insane.
just get me a plain double cheeseburger from Burger King. Like that their cheese and like their fake smokiness on the meat.
the fake
Not on.
smokiness, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Sends
That,
me to
dude, you can
space, dude.
smell a Burger King from like 7 blocks.
Oh
away.
from
my
a,
goodness, it's
from
like-
the from the
just like
so
that.
crazy. I think they're doing it on purpose. They're like pumping that smell.
It's like
out,
Disney
dude.
World.
For poor people.
No, that's Thunder Island.
I always love.
Yeah.
I always love that the show like turns into food debates.
Yeah, just well,
It's like,
like
the way it devolves like into.
we did a tearjerkers years ago on fast food, but like you know, you have your Titans, you have your McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's,
The big boys.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell is great, and what I love about Taco Bell is you know, it's always the same. It's always the same thing. I get a 12 taco box and 2 Baja Blast no ice.
Yeah.
And like 2 dozen Diablo sauces. I have to get Diablo sauce, otherwise I don't fucking want it.
You're right about it being consistent because I know every time I go to get a quesadilla at Taco
It's
Bell
this-
that I'm going to shit my brains out.
Yeah,
right after.
yeah, that.
It
And
is
like,
consistent in that respect.
Yes.
yeah.
but like fast food, like it's such a Subway is technically fast food, yeah.
Yeah.
I love Subway. A lot of
too.
people shit on Subway. I love Subway. It's just expensive. We talked about this.
Haven't had it in a while, probably because of
The
that.
peak time to get Subway was last year for Happy Gilmore 2 because it was on sale. They had a deal going for like the whole month, and it was just
we did do that.
we got Subway like 3 weekends in a row.
Nice.
Damn, that sounds pretty good right now. Honestly.
Yeah,
Now I'm like getting hungry.
yeah.
Well, then let's do. Okay, so this is called food or object, and what we do
Okay.
is we give a food and we give an object, but you have to pick one, and the other one is going to disappear forever.
Okay. Lay it on me. Lay it on me.
All right, we're doing queso versus vacuum attachments.
Queso. I love queso.
You're going to take queso.
I guess so.
He's gonna
It's
zig
not
'em.
convenient, but
He zigs,
I
I
love it.
zag because at work we have to use a shop vac to clean the equipment, and I can only imagine the devastation that I would cause in the polishing room if I didn't have like the tiny rectangle, like the angled rectangle one to clean the filters out of the machine.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can only imagine the devastation I would cause. However,
Dude, I wouldn't be able to breathe like just sitting down on the couch if you couldn't fucking
I'm one of the
vacuum off the.
this actually will be a hot take. When I go to Fajita Grill, I don't order queso with my chips.
No, I don't either.
What?
I don't either.
I'm not a queso guy.
I love the queso.
Here's why.
I like the chips plain
Here's why I don't though.
because it gets on my clothes. It drips everywhere, and then I got
That's true.
I'm
Well,
a messy guy.
I've seen what the queso is. I've seen the queso before. It's in like a giant Tupperware container, like the size of this table.
Wait, no, but isn't
It just like
the,
sits in a fucking bowl like a crazy fucking thing.
What's like the metal one, right?
You're
yeah.
like, what is going on? Why is there a giant tub of fucking?
Maybe because is there like a heater underneath?
It's crazy.
Just
I
left
don't
out
know.
like that. No, it's kept up to temp.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I don't
You
know.
had
but
me for a second.
I don't know. I just don't like. I don't trust it. Sometimes when I see some shit like how it's made or some shit, I'm
Like
off.
humans.
I'm off of it for at least like 12 hours. You know what I mean?
That's why we only do the show every other week. I do love queso though, but it's a time and a place. Like
Yeah, like if I'm in a good spot, like
and I have to apologize to people listening because there's people that listen to this that they're gonna feel like I'm calling them out because I am. When I go to Fajita Grill with some people and I watch them dip their food into the queso,
I know who you're talking about.
yeah, it's Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a name. But
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? Part 2. Dude, when I see people, I mean, it's not just Wes. It's like dip. I'm not a dipping guy with stuff like that. Like,
Not like a burrito or something. That's crazy.
dude,
If I have a burrito, I want to like squirt the
I watch my dad.
Hot
He'll
sauce
get fucking
packets.
blue cheese PCs, and like he'll dip slices of pizza in the blue cheese, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I actually like
Don't
know.
even fucking tell me.
I don't really like when people get too many toppings on pizza though, to be honest.
No,
Yeah, no,
3 is the peak. Unless you're getting a supreme pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it though.
well, I'm picky, so
See,
I just
this
get
is
cheese
why
and garlic. So.
This is why I like you.
Keep it
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we should do a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should do that.
I wonder if we
What's
went
it gonna
back-
be called?
I wonder if we went back in time and that's where we hit it off and became friends. Somebody asked me they're like, how long have you known Seth? And I go, we always. I'm like, we've always been best friends. No, we haven't.
Looks like mass psychosis.
It just seems that way. Well, like there's like a certain threshold where you kind of just don't even remember things in the past.
Yeah.
Like they're just like a blur. Like I was thinking about it the other day. I remember being in this place and it was like all these colonial like style buildings, and it's like there was like lines on the road that were kind of weird, like different from normal. I remember going into a place to eat. It was like about to rain. We ate, came back out. It was raining.
Wait,
and
I
I
was
have
with you?
no idea if this was even a real experience.
It was
I had.
us?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't even know. I don't even know if it was real. It could have been a dream. Like these are memories I have in my head. And it's like there was I know there was also a time I was like 15 or something. I was with this girl that I was like dating, but you were 15, so it's like it's not even serious.
Right.
And I go to her house or her mom's house, and we go into like she was having like a party or something. We go into like this like room that was like a shed or something. I don't even know. The architecture was insane in my head right now. There's like a hill going up to it. I don't even know how. It's not real. There's no way this is real. So they're like playing spin the bottle or like truth or dare or something. But I'm pretty sure it was real though. Like, and so I pissed her off because it was like I spun the bottle and it landed on some girl, and like I was like, "Fuck it, I'm 15."
You just hit her.
I fucking no. I kissed her and she kissed me back, and my girlfriend left.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure this is real. I'm pretty sure it's real because I vaguely remember like being outside, being like, "Fuck, I gotta like get a ride home." Because this is fucked up. but I was 15, so I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, oh yeah, I'll fucking kiss her, like whatever.
Yeah, it's the rules.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? I'm playing the game.
I mean,
You
you
have an
set me down
excuse.
it's
here.
pretty cut and dry, honestly.
Yeah, you brought me in here.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. Like, what are you talking about?
What's the deal?
Yeah, or at least like make it guys or something. So I don't want to do it.
Yeah, or like, yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. You don't want it. Yeah, you don't want to do that. No.
well, if you're not into that, you know?
Right. It's just like all these memories that you're like, was that, I'm pretty sure that was real, but it also like in my head, when I remember it back, it feels like a dream because bits and pieces are like fuzzy and morphed and shit. Like it's weird.
It's actually funny. I'm thinking about it now, and I can think of like my other like of my closest friends, like my buddy Dan. I can remember like when him and I like the exact moment where we were like, oh, we're best friends now. I actually genuinely cannot remember ever. We just started hanging out all the time.
Yeah,
yeah, it's just like always been that way.
that's so cool, man. Like me and my buddy Zach, I've known him since like second grade. Shout out to Zach Burdick. And I guess I remember we started like became friends in second grade, but like it was just like a very natural thing, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't like be able to pinpoint the time, like the day or some shit.
I remember the
Right.
first time that we like spent a lot of time together was when the Gears of War 4 beta came out, because you were the only other person I know that was playing it. And then we were like, oh, don't you live like a block away? And I was like, yeah. And then I just came over and we played Gears 4 and drank Black Velvet. But it was Dan and I, it was funny because him and I hated each other growing up. And then we got to college and he was hanging out with my buddies that were in college. And there were these two girls that were in our friend group, and they took us to go grocery shopping with them, and then like they parked at Wegmans, and like we got ready to get out of the car, and they fucking closed the doors on us and locked us in, and they're like, you guys are gonna learn to get along.
Oh,
And like
shit.
they fucking made us get along.
Like an intervention.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it was like, oh yeah. And then we were sitting there, and we're like, dude, what's our problem with each other?
And then you jerked each other off. And,
Yeah.
It was all a happy ending.
Yeah.
and then we jacked each other off.
When did I genuinely can't remember. Like I remember you were in Wes's band or something, weren't you?
But yeah. And that was it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take the vacuum attachments.
Oh yeah. I'm also taking vacuum attachments. Now the problem with queso is that we know what you mean, but queso is also cheese
just
in
cheese.
Spanish.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
But they're different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because queso, like dipping queso is
Yeah,
different.
it's not the same thing.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's Wes and my dad, dude. Like my dad, he doesn't get fajita grill or Chipotle often, but like he'll fucking like open the burrito up like he caught like it's a bass, and he'll just pour the queso
No.
into the burrito. I'm like, what?
Well, my thing is, if I get the medium one now because I'm just a fiend with it. If I do have it left over, I might dip my quesadilla in it. But then again, I only have cheese in it, so I don't know if that's that controversial. But
A quesadilla is more dippable, though. to me.
That is true. That is true. And it's like
Yes.
there's no like shit falling into it because
That's
it's
the
just
thing.
cheese.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing is that like
That's
you're
when it gets
getting
disgusting.
your rice and your whatever
Yeah,
else.
You're ruining everything.
Yeah, you're
The
keep
integrity
keep
of
it
the
separate,
cheese.
keep it safe.
It does piss me off. Like Thanksgiving dinner when people are just like throwing everything on the plate. I'm like, dude, no. You got to keep them in different spots. Like you got to taste this thing and then taste this thing.
Does
It's
Anna
crazy.
listen to the show?
What do you mean?
Does Anna listen to this show?
Probably sometimes, yeah.
I'm sorry. When I came over for Halloween, and I
she
think it was
doing-
either her or your mom.
She had a mixed plate.
No, somebody fixed me a plate.
Oh yeah.
And it was a beautiful arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
Just gravy all over everything.
oh,
Took me out of
You
it.
had no option?
Took me out of it. Yeah, it took me out of it.
Yeah, it
Damn.
would take me out of it too. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
I get that.
I'm not a gravy. I'm a butter guy.
Me too.
I'm
Me too.
big time butter
The
guy.
margarine, right?
Always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't believe it's not butter. It tastes great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's way
I
better
love
for
it.
you too.
I don't know if it is. I know it's better for my tummy than olive oil. Dude, I was cooking with olive oil for like weeks and it was, I think I talked about it last episode. It was ruining my guts. I switched to margarine, perfectly fine. Although way too much lettuce the past few days. I immediately know what is going on in here. And I know, like, as soon as my stomach did a couple gurgles before I went upstairs the first time, I was like, this is a lettuce. This is lettuce, dude. Lettuce prey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brutal.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
But
All right.
I guess that's
it. That's how we're gonna do it. Yeah, that's it, guys. I don't know what he's doing here. Looking for what are you looking for? The mustard or something?
I'm looking for my other hat.
Oh, well, it's anywhere, dude. It's there's one right there.
No,
Wait,
the
oh,
other
that's not
one, the beanie. Maybe it's upstairs.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Probably upstairs.
Yeah. If you enjoy the show, please, support us. Like and subscribe. Do that stuff. That's like stuff that people do on YouTube or whatever. Right?
Oh yeah. Always gotta push that out.
Do you have
there.
anything to plug?
Yeah. Plug
Actually,
some.
Well, thank you for
Plug
asking.
your
Yeah.
content.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube at Nathaniel Ahart. Almost to 1,100. So hopefully we hit that soon. Do a lot of movie reviews.
You're going to be below 1,000 after this episode comes out.
I'm just going to lose over 100 people. No, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff on there. I want to plug this to you guys as well. I just finished the day of the Oscars, my top 10 movies of 2025. Every year I go all in one week and just really go out of my way to make the best video essay on my favorite movies of the year. So if you guys could check that out in particular, I'd really appreciate it. But any support you throw my way is always appreciated as well. So thank you guys for having me on. I had
thanks
an
for
absolute blast.
This was awesome.
Is this like the longest episode you guys have done?
It's up there
for
yeah.
sure.
Especially in the
believe
new
that.
studio. Yeah, it's up there. I mean,
Here it might be the.
we hit the ground
longest
running. I mean, yeah. I mean, this went even better than I thought.
We did one with Cass. It was like 8 hours because we did it in like separate parts.
Yeah.
But
No, but I would, yeah, I'd love to come back, guys. This is great.
That'd be
So-
awesome. Especially convenient because you live like a block away
Yeah,
too. So.
literally.
that's right. That's right. Jake's got a show on the channel also.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have Out of the Woods. It's recovery and grief based podcast. Usually only like once a month. Trying to get another guest on. Might just be a solo episode. Might bring back Ryan. Probably gonna bring back Ryan because that was a pretty great episode. But yeah, that's about it.
I've got a channel as well, and I'm probably going to do some more stuff because I'll have some time off coming up here.
Yeah, and we're gonna play a lot of marathon.
Probably get some marathon, yeah. Probably get some marathon in.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I know we're ending the show up, but my last bit was like, after we played marathon with Brian the other day, I was like, man, I kind of miss Arc Raiders. Let me try Arc Raiders again.
Nah,
Didn't do it for you.
Didn't hit the same.
dang.
Didn't hit the same.
That's like KFC after Popeyes for me.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Peace.